Stop.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Natural One after what feels like way too long away. So, before we jump into things tonight, I want to go ahead and give a quick couple of shout-outs. First off, I want to go ahead and give a plug to our friends over at Brass Engine on Etsy, who make a lot of really cool leatherworking stuff. They make notebook covers, cuffs, all sorts of different stuff that's Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, D&D themed. So if you have an interest in any of that, definitely check them out. They work for very reasonable prices and are open to custom orders, which is always fun. Also want to go ahead and give a shout out to our friend over at bcdesignden.com. If you have an interest in custom t-shirts, I believe she does socks, drinkware, ornaments, jackets, all sorts of stuff, pillowcases. And she can make it say whatever you want it to say. You can be as profane or not as you would wish, I believe. And she will be willing to work with you on that, and she works way cheaper than anywhere else we found. DJ and I can both attest. We searched, and she is far better priced than anybody else. So, I believe that is more or less everything, unless anybody else has anything else. Let's go ahead and roll The Natural One.
It's your time to fly, or your time to die. Let's have some fun on The Natural One. You can roll the dice if you pay the price. No, we're not done. It's The Natural One. It's The Natural One. It's The Natural One. You got dragons and flagons and horses with wagons. There's a ton of how locals should natural this dragon. You're a titan or fighting in the day or night. It's an amazing story that you all are writing. It's your time to fly, or your time to die. Let's have some fun on The Natural One. You can roll the dice if you pay the price. No, we're not done. It's The Natural One. It's The Natural One.
Goes on, you pussy.
That was absolutely caught. You were way late. You were way too late.
What the fuck did you just even say? I heard Bengals own your pussy.
Maybe they do. I can't confirm no.
And I don't know if I'm thinking of the sport team or the cat.
A little bit common.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Anyway. Oh, that's gonna get clipped. That's going on TikTok. But anyway, so last time you guys regrouped with your two Cyclops friends and got a chance to watch a play about yourselves, performed by several children, enjoyed by many of the townsfolk. Spent a little bit of time going through the job, trying to acquire or inquire about certain magical items. And you spoke to one artificer in the town of Capare that was actually a blue dragon, who informed you that she would work on your specific request, Grendel, and if she managed to complete it, she would send the red dragon of Hayal II to deliver it to you guys.
No, all of this shit was left out of the notes.
He didn't tell you none of that shit?
No, not that part.
He got excited about that part. I'm surprised he left that out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting instructions from. I'm really loud, and the intro was really quiet. Anyway. After working through it and eventually deciding on a plan of action, you guys ended up teleporting to the Wildwood, as opposed to taking the long journey back now that you guys have some money to your name. Unfortunately, the sigil was not loud enough, sorry, I was reading Mikey's message. The sigil was not large enough to teleport Knock and Ogbar with you. So they're going to have to take the long way around. And you guys left them instructions to hopefully be able to find their way to you. Actually, I have the note here.
We made Mike draw a map.
I'm sorry, wait. Could we have not just left some gold for them so they could order one at a time? Was it like...
No, they
couldn't
could,
fit in
like-
the building.
It was within a structure that, unfortunately, huge creatures could not fit inside of because they are ginormous. Like, they have a very hard time fitting in any city. But, after teleporting, you guys teleported directly to the town capital of the Wild Woods, which you found dilapidated and destroyed, partially burned. Thinking back over the news that you had received that the Brawwins, the head of the Wild Woods, had been slaughtered and burned by her grace, you guys realized that several of her soldiers were present, and that you guys better get out as fast as you could, where things became awkward. And so you guys decided to take a direct path towards the Lunari camp. While there, night came upon you, and you guys decided to stop and rest near one of the several small lakes that are dotted throughout the forest. You guys spent a little time talking in the evening. Randall had a certain dream and interacted with his internal entity, and some information was revealed to him that has not been privy to the party. And then Talon became aware of a smell of sulfur and a nearby presence. That was where we left things off. So, Talon, currently, it is the evening, nearing 1 in the morning. Everyone else is asleep.
I will go. Who's the nearest person?
We put you on watch?
Well, it's dark anyway. So.
Shit is that?
I guess I'll just have the nearest person.
Me.
Yeah, I guess you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you smell something weird?
Do I smell something weird?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 12.
12.
Am I around you?
You are, but you're asleep.
Yeah.
You pick up just a very slight scent of sulfur as well. That's it.
Yes.
Like sulfur, right?
We can go with that. I'm not 100% sure what sulfur is.
Well, it shouldn't be here.
Okay.
Kind of weird. Should I wake the others, or?
Probably. They'd know what to do more than I would.
Okay. Just making sure.
I just hit things.
May have to in a second here. And I'll go and wake the rest of the party up.
Okay. So Grendel, you and Ronan find yourselves being shaken awake as Talon and Sally are standing around you, looking somewhat ready for something to go down.
You smell that too, right? Me and her aren't crazy.
I smell something.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Six.
Sorry, Six. No. You're very groggy. You're a little worried that you just walked again in your sleep, because apparently that shit went down last time. I mean, your armpit isn't bleeding.
Well, I don't remember there ever being sulfur in the Wild Woods. I'm going crazy. Kelly over here.
You wake Ghost up. He kind of just, what the fuck do you want?
Crossbones.
Why can't we go anywhere nice where we don't? Fine.
Past,
Okay. What does Divine Sense ping for? Well, detect good and evil is different from.
so as an
Okay. So you clasp your hands together, and focus on the moon deities for a moment. And as you sense an energy out, almost like a ripple effect, just it goes out to the end of your 60-foot range. Get no ping. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll just take those back.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
What are you trying to detect the thoughts of?
You can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast a spell or as your action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any language.
Interesting. Okay. So, as you send your psionic focus out, takes you a moment. Finally, you hear a voice in your ear. The tree to the northeast. Looking over there, place the bear up by that tree, please. Which one? This one? To the right. Yep, there you go. You look over and you see a large Hulk type of creature, a large aberration, standing there. Looks like slightly malformed, and yeah, it is looking directly at you guys, and you can tell it's kind of readying itself to charge. At that point, I will need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Look at that. Oops.
oh.
Hang on. Oh, Ghost has advantage on initiative, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sally.
9.
9. Rodin. Callan.
22.
Grindel.
Natural 1.
$1.
Ghost.
45.
You guys suck.
Yeah, better
Not
than me.
you.
All right.
You're fine.
Rodin. So you look around and you see Grindel focusing, and suddenly his eyes snap open and he looks in a specific direction.
You just know that's something.
Do you have dark vision? Then yes, you see it.
Okay. I'm going.
Actually, how close? Actually, no. You would be able to see it just in the outlet, even if you didn't have dark vision. It is just within the range of your campfire. Okay. box of... Let me move my box.
There on the.
Thank you. I thought I had box. Somebody touch my stuff. Alright, go ahead and place that on the bear, please. So, you guys see Ronan's hand tighten on the bow that Ghost retrieved for him from the Dreaming Dark. And there's just like shimmer from it, and then almost a crown of lights lightly lands on the apparition's head. Okay. For the record, not a bear. It's just a bear on the board because I don't have many. Yeah, it's essentially almost it looks slightly goblinoid in its own way, but it's very huge. And it is raw red flesh with like no skin on it. This thing does not look good.
For the people who can see, can we get a picture?
For the people who can't see.
Close your eyes.
You don't see shit. Hang on, let me. Oh, come on. Do. Like this.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Writing
I
Subaru.
have a feeling you want to attack that.
Yeah.
If you would like to attack it, you can. What do you want to do about it? I believe there is an action to use it. Okay. Appreciate it. Ghost.
You are.
You.
Present your holy symbol and saving throw. Save the creature. Far away from you. For its action. From
Right.
the fact that I were to move.
And what kind of save is it? Wisdom. Okay. It's good at wisdom save. Isn't it? Total of 10. Does it say
You have an effect called Turn Undead. That's what it means by turned.
Whether we move. Action. The fact that it prevents it. Or for it to move the creature can use.
Hang on, I had to look up something because this is interesting. Okay, interesting. There's a. I thought it would have been immune to that, but apparently not. Okay. As you grasp your holy symbol, and you let out just this soft whisper, almost this mist, golden-like mist, echoes out from Ronan for a second, and as you see it kind of take hold of the large aberration, you see its eyes go slightly wide as it starts to back away just a little bit. That'll bring us to Ghost. All right. All right. The trees are fairly tall, actually. They go up a good 60, 70 feet.
Bonus action to. That's gonna eat.
Yep, if you make it, you can be at the top of an 80-foot tree.
That's so he can have a good line
Good.
of
Yeah,
sight
okay.
on the tree.
All right, if you could ghost in the tree, please. All right.
This is
Talon, you're up next. It's an aberration.
Okay.
$17 hits.
Okay.
All right, very nice. All right, Talon.
Okay.
Talon, you're next on deck.
I don't know if it would be an action or a bonus action, but I'm gonna reach in my pocket and take out my newfangled Tony Stark glasses,
All right.
so I can see what we're dealing with. What would that be?
Does the item not specify?
Uh,
I believe it's a bonus action, but
what does? Yeah, bonus action. Okay. And then I will use my action. Say a druid. Fairy fire.
all right. Go ahead and what does it say on Fairy Fire?
16 dex.
16.
And I'll move up like right here.
So you guys see Talon run up and place the spectacles that were a gift from Tagdak and Ogbar on his face. Oh, you weren't here for those. They came back with a gift for Sally and Talon. Talon is able to use spectacles for, I believe, 6 hours a day. It can be split.
I can't hear. Oh, okay. I told him.
Wrong camera. It's this one.
Just
Actually,
looking at me.
you guys actually aren't on camera right now.
Oh, because we're fighting. Duh.
I don't know why DJ isn't getting... DJ, move your mic to the other side. Because you're always turning this way when you talk. I don't know. For some reason, it's just not picking you up at all. All right, well, we'll try that. We'll see if that works. Anyway, I apologize. What did I just say? You just did Fairy Fire.
Yep.
So you see Talon run up and throw his hands up in the air, and the flame-like entity of Fairy Fire falls and takes hold of the aberration.
That'll be my turn.
There you go.
Didn't we buff my bar stool?
Yeah, it should be +2 now.
Okay.
Do it, barbarian.
So you guys hear rustling in the trees behind you. If you'll take one of the bullet casings, please, Josh. And the figure of a Kelishar runs up into your guys' camp.
Just straight into it?
From a little more this way.
From this way?
Yes. There you go. Yep, just straight into the camp. Actually, because you can see, you would instantly recognize this figure, as would you. You guys both recognize the figure of Dreamer Ashara. Run directly into your camp.
Great.
Do I recognize them since I met them at the Lunari camp?
You never met this figure.
Okay.
Neither of you.
This is really interesting.
Sorry, hang on. I have to read really, really quick. Yep.
This is gonna get weird.
Yeah. I saw that shit.
Huh?
So she looks over at you and, without speaking, kind of just readies herself for battle and appears to stand ready to act next to you guys.
Like, she's looking like ready to...
Like,
against us?
into my back, or...
No, like on your side.
Huh. Okay.
Alright. Sally. Gretel, you're up next.
When does this thing go?
The Ember Hulk?
Yeah.
Or the Star Hulk? He currently looks like he's about to start running the fuck away.
Well, fuck. Okay, can I tell that she looks like she's about to fight with us?
Make an insight check.
Insight?
Yep.
Six.
It's not a high DC. She does not seem hostile towards you guys.
Okay. Then I'm going to run over to the aberration.
Alright.
Son of a bitch, come get it.
And I'm going to rage.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit it with my bar stool.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
I just realized something.
It's not gonna. Somebody turned it.
You have advantage because it's very far.
You do.
Appreciate you. Got my back.
I got you, dog.
17
17.
to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
I don't add the
Turn
plus,
goes
that
away
doesn't
if you
matter.
take damage.
And then a D8.
Oh, it does? Okay.
I'm going to use my Savage Attacker to re-roll that.
Alright.
Much better. 16.
16. Very nice.
DM,
Yes.
the turn drops because it took damage.
Right.
So it drops. So,
Okay.
you attack.
Do I have advantage still?
Yeah,
Yes, still hit hard.
It's just not scared to move away now.
Oh, okay.
Scared.
You are quite correct.
Thank you.
26 to hit.
26. Absolutely hits.
Fuck it up.
I can only do that Savage Attacker once per turn, can't I?
Ah.
Yeah, okay. $14 damage.
14 damage. Very nice. So you guys see Sally just run up and just start wailing on this thing with the burnt remains of a bar stool. Almost impressive at this point. Like, that bar stool, whatever it may look like, it does the job. So she just starts beating the shit out of it. And the Ember Hulk, it's definitely feeling it. Doesn't seem bloody yet, but, I mean, it's hit. Anything else?
No.
Alright. Gonna bring us to the Starspawn Hulk. It is not the right stat sheet. Alright, it is going to kind of spin around you, Sally. So
And
that-
around me?
Yep, so that is in between you and... Who's right next to Grendel? Alan?
This guy is Ronan. This guy
Yeah, it's gonna
is
spin in between-
60 feet in a chair.
Yeah, no, it's spinning between Sally and Ronan.
I see.
Did he come within range?
Yeah.
Within range. Yeah.
I was holding an action. Right.
You turned into...
Oh, that's right. I did. Never mind. You're right.
Gotcha. And its arms flail out, becoming twice the length they previously were, as it spins at its waist, actually fully 360 degrees. And its arms just fly out to slam against you guys.
Well, all of us?
How close are you, Talon?
He's 15 feet away.
Yep.
What's
Great.
the range on it? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, so I'm in it.
Oh, you are in it? Okay. Then yes, also against you. Ronan. I'm guessing that an 18 doesn't hit you. Good, because I lied. It was actually a 15. Randall, I'm guessing that a 21 does hit you.
Correct.
And Sally, I'm guessing that 18 plus 9 hits you.
Yes.
So you guys both take 10 points of damage.
I reduce it.
10 points of damage, and then I need both of you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
You reduce it for both of us, or just
Just
you?
me.
Okay.
I reduce it down to 2.
Okay.
And deck save?
Yep.
I have advantage on deck saves. Thank God. Okay. I'm ready. 16.
16.
11.
Both of you are knocked prone.
Wait, with these saves,
Yes.
you guys get +3 on a round.
You are not knocked prone.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, that 11 wasn't doing the job.
Nope.
Alright. Grendel.
I use half my movement speed to stand the fuck up.
So yeah, you guys see this thing spin around, and its arms hit both of you. Sally manages to kind of use her barstool almost as a half shield and kind of blunt the force of the damage. You slide a little bit back against the soil, but still manage to keep upright. Grendel, you're sent flying, and you quickly kind of roll getting back up.
And then bang bang.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
With advantage. Hmm. 31.
31. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would hit team at.
Up, psionic die.
Is there anything that has higher than that?
I don't know.
I don't think there is.
Use my piercer feat to reroll the 2.
Okay. Ask maybe.
I got a 2.
Great reroll,
I'm
my
doing
man.
great. So 6, 13 piercing on the first hit.
Alright.
And second shot. 24.
24 absolutely hits.
For 10 piercing.
And just check those are both at advantage, yes?
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use 5 feet to step back.
Okay.
Actually, I'd like to. Sorry. Now that I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
So yeah.
You're behind the tree?
Pseudo.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit. Alright. Ronan.
Over and see her. Talent, who now? What his composure is of the sword.
Okay. Alan. Where's your head at?
You see him like double take and then triple take, and then he's about to just run the fuck away from her.
Okay.
Okay.
Ronan, go ahead and take your swipes. And you're taking the aberration?
Yes.
Okay.
So
23 absolutely hits. Twenty-one absolutely hits.
alright, so that's
Say it, Paladin.
I'm going to pump a second level divine.
There it is.
How's it looking?
It seems it's hurt.
Okay.
I mean, not badly.
Second level divine smite, so I believe that's
You need some dice.
This goes up.
Really? Oh, okay.
First hit is slashing.
Very nice, very nice.
And then the second hit was the smite.
Real quick, please remind me. Did your gun counts as magical damage now? Yes.
Yeah, it's +2. It doesn't look like it because
I thought so, but I just
was-
wanted to ask to be sure.
It was something I did rather than having you redo a whole weapon.
10 points of slashing with 17 points of.
All right. 17 points of radiant damage. Very nice. As Ronan slashes it across, you guys witness the red trail of the red moon behind Ronan's attack, and some black goop begins to pour out of this thing's chest as it is now bloodied.
Oh,
You done fucked it up.
Anything else?
no, that's it.
Brings us to Ghost.
Would it be an action or a bonus action for him to switch crossbows?
To switch.
Switch to the ice render.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Twenty-four hits.
okay. Play with it.
Yep. Go ahead and roll all that damage. I had to be playing D&D.
Rolling the dice.
So that's going to be
Dice. How you put it in my head.
12 points of piercing, 6 of that is ice damage.
All right.
And then for this 7 points of.
Not bad, not bad. You see it kind of brought down to one knee as it is severely hurt. Still going. All right, Talon.
Okay. I'm going to, first of all, no, I'm just going to use my movement to get over here. You see him just turn and run away from Ashara,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my action to dodge.
All right. As you sprint away from her, you hear her call out after you. You guys all started to max your minds. This creature can deal psychic damage. Still going. As she whispers this, two more figures that you guys recognize as being members of the Lunari come running up into the camp from the same direction. If I can get two more casings up, please.
Oh.
Same direction, you said?
Yep. And sorry, I need to read. As you see these three figures from your past who you've seen hanging from trees, come running up to you, you feel just this enormous mental pressure kind of bear down all of you. I need Ronan. Make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Okay. No.
That's not good.
Sorry, hang on. I need to read this effect real quick just to be sure I don't fuck anything up.
That's the same sound I've made whenever I've created a player.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Ronan. You feel a presence drive into your mind. And for a split second, your life flashes before your eyes. Against your will. It's like having your eyes taped open and forced to be watching a film reel of your own life, all your experiences. And then the moment's over. You feel just an inexorable drain. Any ability checks or attack rolls you make, you must roll a d4 and subtract them from the total. After this happens, there is a flash of energy in the center of your camp, which you would recognize as the spell of Dimension Door. And a large Elder Obelisk appears in the center of your camp.
That's not an obelisk.
That's the closest thing I have. I don't have any giant oozes. Appears, and it's going to make a swipe at Ghost. Yep.
Okay.
This thing is ginormous and has 10-foot reach. No, that's a 14 to hit.
No, sir.
Okay, so it swipes at a Ghost, and Ghost kind of ducks down into the branches and just narrowly manages to avoid being hit, if I can use words. And that will end its turn. That didn't quite go the way I hoped it was going to go, but... Alright, Sally!
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the aberration again.
What is an obelisk?
It's a giant ooze, essentially.
Is it still fairy fired?
The Hulk is still fairy fired. The ooze is never fairy fired.
I'm hitting that.
Okay, yeah, the Hulk is still fairy fired, yes. Hasn't got a chance to do anything about it.
29 to hit.
29 absolutely hits.
I rolled a 19 and a 17, and I have plus 10.
Poor
Okay.
Hulk. Being bullied.
I've woken us up with how smelly it is.
15 damage for the first hit.
It's actually not the smelly one.
Oh
How
god.
much, I'm sorry?
15.
15. Alright. You smash it, and you're just watching bits of eye and teeth fly from this thing's head as Sally is just opening up a whole new hole in this thing.
28 to hit.
20 hits.
Awesome. Yeah.
$15 damage still. Stop rolling! I didn't even fucking touch you, dumbass hoe.
By the way, she reached... Dumbass.
Screw D&D Beyond, evidently.
She reaches back and just, with all the force and energy of a baseball player, stepping up to the mound, just... and actually half decapitates the thing, which, considering the weapon is not sharp, is impressive. And the Starspawn Hulk collapses back dead.
Cool.
Which brings us to its turn, and it's dead, so it can't do anything. Grendel!
It uses the die action.
It uses the die. I diagnose you with dead.
Grendel. None of the Kalistar are acting aggressive towards us?
No?
He's gonna shoot the giant ooze.
Alright.
What type of damage was that when the Hulk thing hit us with its arms?
That would be... bludgeoning. Did
Okay, I had resistance because I was raging.
you say you were raging?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
that was
first.
the
I
first.
moved and then I'm
Okay.
raged.
Then yes, you would have
Okay.
resistance. Good catch.
16 to hit on the ooze.
16. Glancing damage.
Okay.
So your blow hits it, and it's weird amorphous body actually absorbs the worst of the impact, but you can still got through at least a little bit.
For 11 piercing damage.
Okay, 11 half to 5.
Natural 1 on my second hit. Got.
Natural 1. Okay, so. Oh wait, no, that doesn't happen to you.
What? Oh yeah, yeah. Thank God. And then I'm going to.
An alternate reality Grendel's gun just misfired.
Yeah. I'm going to run around. It towards. Over here.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna bonus action replenish my side eye because whenever I used detect thoughts,
Yeah,
it produced it.
Okay. Ronan. Okay.
On the mental notes, it's hit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Strike out twice.
Minus a D4 from both attacks,
Yeah.
but they are at advantage. Oh no, I'm sorry, not fairy fire.
So that's -1.
You okay?
What happened?
The die and it just.
Did my floor eat it?
I don't think it hit the
That
floor.
was a quick turnaround. Did you eat it?
It just, I felt it hit the mic, and it's.
You inhaled so hard, just ate it.
What the fuck?
Oh, here it is.
Okay. I just felt it like hit the floor until I reached for it, and it wasn't there. It's not on the floor or anything. I'm like, what the fuck happened to it? Thank you.
Yep.
I apologize. What did I just miss while that was going down? What'd you roll?
Oh wait, I get to add shit to it. My bad.
Yeah. I was thinking, how?
9 minus 1 is 8.
Okay.
Second hit.
Yeah, so 8 does not hit.
I don't see any. What are we looking at? That's not cocked.
Doesn't look cocked to me.
The 19.
18.
Plus
Okay.
your bonus.
Oh,
Yeah, don't cut yourself short, man.
about 24.
That absolutely hits.
So yeah, it needs to make a con save against my 20.
14.
Yeah, it makes it. The natural 17.
Fuck it, we're having a good time. I'm gonna burn.
All right. So as you guys witness Ronan kind of stagger forward, you can see he is wincing and holding his head. Something hit him hard. And so he's just kind of swinging a little wildly. His first slash goes wide. His second slash does connect with the creature. And he pumps Divine Smite into it. And you kind of witness the shining green energy of the moon behind his attack.
Flashing.
Okay.
6, another.
Very nice, very nice. It felt it. Ghost.
Ghost is going to move higher into the tree.
Okay.
Oh, how much more is on this tree?
10 foot more. If he moves that high, he would be out of range of the creature. Okay. Or I should say out of range of the creature's flailing.
That motherfucker with.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll. Alright, 19 hits.
He has people in melee, so does he get to sneak attack?
I believe so. Yeah, because there's an enemy within 5 feet of it.
Let's see. 12 points. 4 points of 14 points.
Okay. As this bolt hits it, and you guys see this shard of ice fly off, as Ghost is reloading the crossbow, you guys see the figure of Ronan here in the tree next to Ghost.
Of me, like,
It seems exactly the same as the Kelishar. And the figure placed a hand on Ghost's shoulder. Why would you do this to me? And you witness the shoulder wound appear on Ronan in the same place.
fuck.
Ghost is not mentally stable enough for that.
Tell him!
I am going to, in this area right here, so I'm going to try and get the ooze and my dead friends that you decided to torment me with.
I decided nothing.
Sure.
That's literally the whole point of your role is to decide everything.
You're not wrong.
God has no power here.
You have no power here.
If you're not deciding anything, we're all fucked.
Actually, there's a book about that.
What?
There actually is a book about that, about a bunch of players get sucked into a D&D game and then the DM dies.
Right.
It is.
So I'm casting it right here, so it would get all of them at him.
Okay. And what's the
Casting
save?
confusion.
Oh, you're casting confusion?
Yep.
Okay. What is the save?
Wisdom 16, and I'm going to expend a charge from the staff.
Disadvantage.
Yup.
Well, it rolled really well. That is a total of 17 wisdom.
I'm going to use
That
my
makes it.
inspiration to reduce that by half.
You
Like
can do that. What are you reducing it by?
3.
So a total of 13.
Nope, fail.
Just enough. Then you can see it.
Yeah.
I think that's the second time you guys have ever reduced an enemy's thing.
I think so.
Alright.
Did all the Kalishar make it?
Kalishar appear unaffected.
Oh. Got it.
Actually, let me rephrase it. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Sure. $18.
18. Alright, I need to read something on confusion. Alright, as you see this effect take hold on the ooze, you're not really sure. Hard to tell when an ooze is confused. But you do see that as the spell hits the ooze, the Kelishar instantly seem a little bit less steady.
Huh. Curious.
Anything else?
No, I think that'll be it.
Okay, that brings us to the Elder Obelisk.
I'm gonna roll for my new Arcanist Gauntlet, so.
Go ahead.
Which it is a 6, so I do not expel the
Okay.
spell slot.
I rolled a 1.
Hold on, and I will tell you what it does.
Pay yourself $1.
No, it wasn't on a D20.
No.
I appreciate the attempt to make me give myself money, though.
Get all your money, man.
I actually stopped on the way here, got Josh on my screen, and so it gave me money. I was like, okay, this is going to people tonight.
The creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each die face. The
Alright.
creature cannot take an action this turn.
1 is north, and then it's going clockwise. 1, it goes north, which is that way.
Toward him.
Yep.
Okay, so all of its movement?
Yep, which is 20 feet.
Okay, so
And actually, while it would normally seemingly have an issue moving past you guys without switching to the side, it actually contorts and constricts its body and slithers through without an issue.
Get an opportunity.
It is not willingly leaving your space.
Right.
The Kelishar moved with it.
in the same direction.
Same direction.
that its turn?
That was its turn. It says it can't do an action, right?
Yes, but then it makes a save at the end of its turn.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep.
I'm gonna run up to it and hit it with my bar stool.
It's a wisdom save.
Correct. 16.
Natural 20.
Did that fairy fire?
No.
I have no advantage.
Did your thing only give it disadvantage the one time?
That's a good question.
I believe it's when he casts the spell.
I want to be on the side of it so I can
That is a good question, though.
So, like, right there. Yeah. Yeah. So I can do,
Blinking.
thank you. My brain was saying tasking, and I was like, that's not
It's just when I cast it.
That's what I figured, but
26
good
to
ask,
hit.
though. 26 absolutely hits.
Give me a good one. Where the fuck are all my d8s?
Do stuff too.
You did something.
15 damage.
15. Very nice. Anything else?
Second hit.
Go ahead.
12.
That 1 and a 2?
Yes.
Well, as you come swinging down at it for your second attack, there's a shimmer of goop, and Ronan is standing before you. And in slight surprise, you watch as your club just through his form, and he dissipates. And you just hear him let out a cry of pain.
Okay.
Almost like I had a month to plan this fight. Alright,
That's my turn.
Ronan. Oh, sorry, Grendel.
Bang, bang.
Alright.
Please let me in.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please. I'm begging at this point. I'm ready to tell you.
Natural 1.
Oh!
You're just farming at this point.
Second shot.
Mark, I'm surprised it's not a more common occurrence, to be totally honest.
No, this is it coming back. This is
it coming back.
This is the session where Grendel dies.
Everything comes back. Who's in his head?
28.
28. Alright. Yeah, that hits.
The side-eye thing. Whatever it's called.
Yep.
15 piercing.
Alright.
I forgot I was going to do something, but never mind. And then I'm going to... That was halved, right? Reduced?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was reduced last time because I did
Yeah, because it's
blinding.
damage.
Okay. Then I'm going to holster my pistol and pull out the hand mortar.
Okay. So, in the same breath, the moment you strike the creature, you hear from the other side of the ooze, after your first shot miss, you hear Ronan let out a guttural cry of pain.
From the ooze, but he's to my left?
Is Ronan to your left?
Yeah, he's over yonder.
I thought Ronan was behind. Oh, no. Then yeah, it would be from next to you. You hear Ronan let out a cry of pain. As the gun just goes off and the bullet flies to the side.
My condition right now.
Fucked.
That might be the best word. Okay.
Who knows?
And that's my turn.
Alright. Ronan.
What is my condition right now? Can I move? Am I bleeding out?
No, you're fine. You're very sluggish. Your brain hurts.
Okay.
Somebody just asked you a calculus question, but I mean, other than that.
Fuck them. I'm gonna run up against
Fuck man. This thing's been throwing your body up everywhere. Fuck calculus.
I am within range.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very big boy.
I'm gonna strike twice with the negative D4.
Alright. Just misses. You slash out at it, and as you do, you see a brief flash of Dreama or Shara shine before you. And just out of panic, your slash just goes slightly wide of the creature.
What is that unmade in the bottom of...
Bottom of
Tower.
the black one. The mother. Is that the mother?
I have no idea what you guys are talking
Bottom
about.
of Urithiru.
Book.
Book.
22.
22 hits.
Uh, 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing damage. Ronan, you may have been the only one that survived after session 1. Don't think I won't kill you. Alright. Ghost.
Is that thing, is the visage or the image still in that
Oh, yeah.
house? Ghost is going to. Ghost would shoot that motherfucker from point blank range, I feel like.
Okay.
Disadvantage, advantage doesn't matter. He's going to put
Yep,
one
I
of
mean,
those
it would be a disadvantage, but go ahead.
He's going to put one of
Mike is at home yelling at you right now.
I'm sure he is. He's not typing shit,
Is
but
he next to it?
Yeah.
there's one in the tree with him.
Oh, I see.
Hold on. Oh.
I have a sword!
Mike need to use his sword.
He can use
So I will use the sword.
I will let you keep your roll
Oh,
with
he
you.
does have the short. Okay.
He does. He has the Archon blade, yes.
18 to hit.
18. Ghost kind of panics and for those at home that are not Mikey, he's typing very angry messages in Discord.
He's so angry. He spelled weight wrong.
Why?
He's not good at typing.
No, he's not. Not when he's mad. We love you, Mikey. So you see him stab out with the Archon blade, and Ghost watches slightly in horror as the blade actually catches Ronan in the throat, and blood pools out from the slash, and he hears Ronan just in a guttural whisper. The figure of Ronan falls backwards out of the tree.
Cathartic.
How close is the nearest tree
Is it Ghost or you?
to Ghost?
Ghost is already in the tree.
In a tree.
What's the nearest, like, is there another tree closer to
Just
Probably the one on the other side of the
15
camp,
feet
yeah.
away.
Do not have him. He is not pulling a no one.
No. Can Ghost see everything that's happening down there?
Ghost has dark vision, so yes.
Okay.
Why don't you? Sorry.
You're up next, Alan.
I feel a message coming from this motherfucker. No, Ghost will just stay right there.
Alright.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What would God do?
What would
Oh, what would Ghost do?
a flip?
Alright, tell him.
Duke.
You know that's the same guy that killed the subway at the bus fight. And
This isn't normally how the spell works, so it's up to you.
I like
But
it.
I am going to try and circle around to Ronan, because this is Ronan, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to reach out. You're using your shield.
Yes.
Touch his shield and cast Fire Shield on it.
Read Fire Shield for me real quick.
Thin and wispy flames wreath your body for the duration, shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. You can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. The flames provide you with a warm shield or a chill shield as you choose. The warm shield grants you resistance to cold. The chill shield grants resistance to fire. In addition, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame. The attacker takes 2d8 fire from a warm, 2d8 cold from a cold.
I will allow it.
and then I will back the fuck away. It will get an opportunity
Yep,
attack.
and
though.
it will take it. Natural 20.
Okie doke.
I see you rolling dice.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Um. They do, but it's weird with the way we do crits. You take 43 points of damage.
Getting reduced.
That is just a physical blunt force as well as a psychic trauma that flashes across
By
your
11.
By 11. Okay, so here's
32.
to 32.
Thank you.
Well, it
Ow.
smacked like a Tonka truck.
It sure did. Boy, it sure
Spanked
did.
his booty.
I'm out of here! I'm so sorry, Gab!
Actually, the whole way you got there was you just flew through the
just
air.
72.
That was a 3-pointer right there.
Okay, now. Sally. I need you to make a wisdom save.
That's not a good idea, but okay. Thank you.
I don't know why you can't hear DJ Mikey. I've got him.
He was whispering to me.
No, I mean in general, he's complaining he can't hear DJ. I don't know why.
I think he's just tuning out his husband's voice.
That might be part of it. Nah, the filters are weird, and I don't have them exactly right yet as part of it.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
+1 on saves from protection. Alright, alright.
And then you get +3 from running.
10.
You feel a horrible...
Hold on.
Oh, I have mine too. How is
You do.
fucking... I need to put this in front of my face.
It just put you at a 20.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was about to happen to me?
Same thing that happened to Ronan.
What happened to you? Oh.
Hey, at least you need something to be dog shit.
I'm
I'm just
glad
over
they're
here just...
But part of it may be that people switch sides on the table when I didn't have to.
100% it. I want my spot back.
Pretend they won't.
You know, I'm starting to think that's what it is because I'm in your spot and you're so up and down with your rolls. Or it just isn't right.
You got the juju.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Alright. Yeah. It's going to go ahead and try to smack you two around with its tentacles. Sally, that probably doesn't hit you. That is 15 against your AC.
Does not hit.
So it tries to smack against you again. You just kind of beat it off with a bar stool. Ronan, that almost certainly hits you at 26. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of psychic damage.
You are not doing good today.
So that is, you said how much?
17 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 psychic. 23. That will end its turn. Sally.
Roll your fire damage.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because you do that.
what is it? 1D?
2d8.
2d8. To date.
2d8. Oh, I have to roll for my arcane gauntlet thing again.
7 points of fire damage.
Another 6, so I get the spell level back.
Hey, man, they're doing you some favors.
Yeah. Gauntlets are pretty sweet.
I'm no longer flanking.
Nope. Your flank ran away,
Yeah.
and then got smacked in the butt.
I'm gonna swing around behind him
Okay.
so that I'm flanking with Ronan. Oh, thank you. 26 to hit.
26. That absolutely hits.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
1 to an 8. Cool. 17 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh.
Hey!
Oh.
How heavy is it?
Very. Much more than the dinosaur. This is at least several dinosaurs.
Can I just kind of cut its legs off one at a time and then...
It has no
I don't
legs,
have a sword.
but
I have a bar stool.
It's just like a tall.
it's essentially like a giant amoeba.
The unmade at the bottom of Uuthu.
Uruthiru. I'm just gonna blunt force. What? Goopy. Okay. I'm gonna blunt force trauma the goop.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a gong.
Sorry, I thought it was something really stupid.
Are you gonna share it with the rest of the class?
You pound the gack till it goes splat.
What's wrong with you?
It's been a month since we played D&D. That's what's wrong with me.
Where'd you even get that?
That's all
Nickelodeon or something?
Well, Gak is Nickelodeon, yeah. So, you guys see Sally just begin wailing on this thing with her barstool, and as she begins to hit it, piece by piece, flecks of it start going all over the encampment, and she just continues beating it, and it just, you can see it almost start to shrink slowly as she wails on it over and over and over, and after several slams, you can see that what was once a almost gel-like substance has become liquid, as there's just a puddle quivering there, and you witness the Kelishar and Ronins fade away.
Bye, Felicia.
Good thing you woke us up.
Apparently so. I can't say I've never ever encountered an ooze here.
You guys see Ghost slowly cat descending the tree. Crossbow still drawn, and looks at Ronan. What the fuck was that?
Ian, what is Ronan's condition?
Your head really fucking hurts, and it's really hard to focus right now. You also got slapped.
Yeah, no, got slapped. I have an open wound on my shoulder.
No, you don't.
Imaginary. One
That
of the
was
imaginary
the one
ones.
Oh, okay.
At least you didn't get fucking spanked 30 miles an hour into a tree. The full force of the Soviet Union.
Oh my god, this is you. Fuck on! Paw!
Give him a fall.
That's breaking shit.
No, I lowered it so that I could sit Indian style in it, and I did not expect it to.
Gotcha, it just...
I forgot that weight and gravity are a thing.
Love you guys.
Okay. How much damage did you take?
Definitely see Ghost has got the twitchy neck thing going on right now. Well,
Not a lot.
I will cast a Yield or a Vitality.
you guys see a glowing orb appear in Talon's hand. She raises to hover over the party. Are you still wearing the glasses?
I am. Is it? So over the course of the next minute.
Roll in Discord because it's...
Yeah.
Do you need dice?
It's
It's
a lot
of
of dice.
dice.
Oh.
It's like the key to the cliff
Do
dive.
you dice app?
I didn't watch any of that season one.
She dove off a cliff and took, I think it was, 100 d6 damage.
Isn't there a maximum?
Technically, but I guess Matt didn't use it. Which, in all fairness, after 1,000 feet, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, at that point...
At that point, the 100 d6
you
is
actually
bad
rolling
in
the
suspense.
person's already dead. You're rolling how deep the hole is.
She did die.
I mean, she could have ended up with just like 100 damage.
Well, technically, she didn't.
How much HP did she have?
Well,
Which
1 plus 1 as a goldfish.
And then like 180 or something like
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, she would have rolled all ones on that 100 d6s. She would
Yeah,
have
she was
been fine.
fine. Broken leg, but fine.
Yeah.
more than that. And 2 broken legs like that.
Like a goldfish wouldn't take that much.
No.
It didn't.
The amount of force that. No, I mean the amount of force reduced because it's not as heavy.
Oh.
Did I do it wrong?
I should have gotten food.
It's /R and then.
Oh, is it
That's
slash, not...
Yeah, it's slash.
Oh.
Are you going out with the friend?
I can actually tell. That's
don't know.
exactly the last time we used this too.
Apparently
Because you can see it from last time. Alright. Divvy up 132 healing points amongst those who were hurt.
I only need 5.
Down.
Yeah, I need quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna stand up real quick.
32.
I require 2.
What's required is none.
So 23 plus 32 is 55. Plus 5.
There's plenty.
Yeah, there's.
Plenty.
Okay.
How many dice was that?
20d6
Plus 50.
plus 50.
I'm sure I have 20 d6 here.
Huh?
I'm sure I have 20 d6 here.
Oh, it's not a matter of what you have, it's just a matter of if you want to roll that many.
Not the convenience.
Forgetting to roll this. I get it back.
You actually rolled really well on that. Jesus.
Hmm?
It was 132?
132.
Jesus Christ, you rolled really well.
It was... It's in the
There were quite a
disc.
few 6s.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Alright. So standing in the remnants of this camp amongst goop, Ghost looks severely shaken. He looks worse than you feel. Like, he is full guard mode right now. The crossbow has not left his hand.
Or is his hackles raised? His tail floofed.
Tail is full floof. Kinda looking at you guys like he doesn't really know what to believe right now. I watched you die a number of times.
Seems to be working out. I will
What the fuck does that mean?
deal.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check. It's stink like sulfur, which you would know is typically a mark of some dark creature, usually demons. This doesn't look like a demon.
Found the source of the soul.
Yeah, it's quite potent. What about the other thing?
Yep. Okay. Yep. It is definitely not natural to the material plane. It doesn't seem to be hiding anything or any form of shapeshifter. Okay. And make a survival check. Anybody want to help him with that?
Sure.
Ronan, you may make one with advantage, or may both roll one how you want.
It's up to you. I'm the one helping you, so. Okay.
Grendel, anything you want to take care of?
No, not particularly.
Eight.
You see some... It's hard because there really was no trail before the dimension door. So you spend some time looking around and there just appear to be much.
This is your home forest, right? Were things like that here before?
No, there have always been a number of creatures in the forest as long as I've been here.
Could be, or we thought the forest itself was compromised, so could be no one's guarding the portal anymore.
Someone teleported it. Talon would be familiar with it. I don't believe druids get it directly, but you would have seen it used.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like the type to use magic, and usually whoever uses the spell comes with it. Quite a lot. 400 or 500 feet.
What time of night?
About 1 in the morning.
Your girlfriend. I don't remember her knowing any magic of that caliber. Do you think she might have picked it up?
You're sure? She did something to you with magic.
Sending a demonic creature 5. She's not.
So do you think she had help, or do you think this is someone totally different?
Some type of creature. We have
Do you think the Lunani might know something?
Possibly. If they're all still there.
That was really short combat. I'm gonna use. Yeah, it's concentration up to 1 minute. So I guess you gotta make. No, I did, and I failed. I rolled a 2.
That juju is just mixed.
But I'll cast detect thoughts again and reduce my side eye.
Okay.
And I'll use the anything within 30 feet. Thought.
outside of your party. Ronan's thoughts seem weird.
Hey, you doing okay? No, it did something to you.
My head hurts. I got slapped by. I've had worse days.
You're not hitting anything, or
A little bit of a head rain, but nothing out of the ordinary after. Put the crossbow away.
no, not really.
How are you? Are you?
I stabbed you in the throat 2 minutes ago.
Oh, that must have been enjoyable.
No, not really. And then I heard Grindel shoot you.
I hit you.
You died about 12 times.
You really cannot.
Just that. Anybody enjoy it?
You were in my way.
Roll insight.
I'm not saying yeah. I'm just saying you were there.
Add 20.
Alright.
I was aiming for the goo. You got in the way. You got hit. You should have more awareness on a battlefield.
Yeah.
Do you think because it did that to you, that's why we saw you?
Very inside.
Do we maybe want to do a sweep of the surrounding area?
Seriously, DJ, you just mics don't hear you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Literally nothing.
Into maybe it's like Cosby play new. Probably about 4 pages. I'm thinking wizard.
Here it comes.
Why doesn't he just use the middle mic?
You didn't hear any of that. You didn't hear any of
Mike
that.
Oh,
has no
yeah,
idea
you're
what
right.
he just
Can't
said.
hear anything. That's fantastic.
I think you are using the middle mic. I think you're using what's normally mine.
No, that's mine.
If it's the one that's,
Oh, Mike's is right here. Okay.
you can continue using yours. It's
Well, this one will. So.
no, it won't fix the issue. They all have the same filters on it.
Should it just be that mic not working?
No, I mean it's working fine. It's just not picking them up.
You can try it.
Back.
I mean, here's that.
Thank you.
Okay.
You like that? Yeah,
I guess continue using it.
that.
Maybe it's because Mark usually sits there and Mark doesn't talk a lot.
No, like literally, I reset all the filters on him before you guys came over.
Oh.
DJ's just the timbre of his voice. I
He's
turned
just
his
soft spoken.
I turned his noise reduction down, so hopefully that helps a lot.
Because you're black.
Mike's a racist.
Mike's a racist.
No, the mics are black.
I was telling Josh, I would love to get the mic that I use for Discord when we all get together, but the mics are like $150 a pop.
Yeah. But I have $3 I could put towards it.
Problem solved.
I have 2.
Definitely salt.
We only need $295 more.
So if someone wants to make a donation on Twitch,
Yeah, our 3 watchers that are us.
we have 9 followers.
Oh, 9. All 8 of you pulled together.
Anyway.
9. I say 9. Mike needs to pay up.
Anyway, what would you guys like to do?
Go back to sleep. Whenever the daylight's up, we can get a fresh set of eyes on surrounding to see what's going on with these things. Or do we think the smell of this dead aberration is going to attract predators?
I literally have no idea.
You're the hunter, aren't you? Do you think this dead thing here is going to attract predators?
Probably, if I had to guess. We should probably move.
Rowan, go ahead and make either a religion or an arcana check. Go ahead and make your choice.
What we're smoking?
17 for religion.
Oh, excuse me. 1 minute, I'm pulling up map. There we go. So you know that
Oh, that's thick.
Do this
what
one,
creatures
maybe?
usually produce sulfur, which this ooze is somehow different from them.
Which is which on here? Do we know?
The white one is my laptop.
Can I unplug it for a second? Okay.
You would know that creatures that typically produce sulfur usually don't follow that smell. Not really very familiar with this ooze or whatever it is. You haven't heard stories of that.
There you go.
But I know that most animals deter or move away from the smell of sulfur.
You tell them both know typically sulfur is something that wildlife will try to avoid just because it typically includes high heat and death. The exceptions possibly being lizards or salamanders, creatures of that nature.
No, we're good. It won't bring anything here.
How far away is our actual destination?
About another day's travel.
Including my speed?
Yes.
Okay. You don't realize me, it's a fair question.
It's a fair question. Just, I'm very aware of your ridiculous ability.
Okay.
It's like the keen mind of this campaign.
Well, we can sweep and if everything's clear, go back to sleep. I'll keep watch for. I mean, how long into the watch did they?
It would be about halfway through.
Okay. So I got another 4 hours or 2 hours? Yeah.
Who had watched before you?
I believe Ronan did.
Either Ronan or Ghost, I think.
Ghost.
Did you just roll to find out? Okay.
I can't refer back to the footage because it doesn't exist.
If we're halfway in, that means I got my 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
Are you? Maybe somebody else watches with you?
I can take watch too.
Mikey's saying it was Ronan. Oh, he says he didn't take a watch. I'll trust him on that. Then I will take final watch.
Let's do a sweep then.
Alright, everybody go ahead and make a survival check. Or investigation, your choice.
You owe me $1. Big thank.
oh, roll for those.
Big thank yous from McSpankies.
Ghost survival. What did you say? Survival or what?
Or investigation.
Oh, that's good. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, I rolled for Ghost.
Did you? Okay.
18.
You gave me the $1.
I did.
19 survival.
Not including your D4.
You've rolled 1 on that a lot.
You guys do as thorough a sweep as you can, being that it's the middle of the night. The trees block out some of the best moonlight, so unfortunately it's a little hard to see. But you guys managed to avoid, you don't see anything that looks directly hostile. You find the footprints of the Hulk beast going from the south direction.
Do we want to follow it or just go back
I
to
really
sleep?
don't want to go where this thing came from.
Well, we might want to know, for when we get back to the tribe, if they're even still there. If there's going to be more of them coming.
That's just my choice. It's up to you.
What do you guys think?
Trying to follow where this thing came from.
Already walking to where the
You're already too.
from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brindle, Sally?
If he's already gone, we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
Your ghost just grumbling, "Well, stupid. This is bullshit every time we go somewhere."
You stomping on his tail.
How far does this go?
Goes quite a few ways. You guys follow it about 200 feet, and you can see it still goes. The path is meandering. It's not a straight line. So clearly the creature was wandering around for a while.
I was like, it was just.
Yeah.
Like, go get it clear.
Yeah. It's not super dense foliage, but...
So maybe this thing just happened to wander into the woods, or do you think it came in here with a purpose?
Happens all the time.
Right.
At the same time, your shitty girlfriend is something else.
I will cast Divine Sense.
Focus again. You guys see the mist emanate from Ronan. No ping.
Okay, well, I think this is going to take more time than we have. So let's just move camp away from the stinky sulfur and get the rest of our sleep and head to camp, is my vote.
I think that's a
agree.
good idea.
I agree.
So after moving your guys' tents a little ways, you guys managed to get settled back in as well as you can. Ghost keeping one. Yes.
It's not of alert anymore.
But get off the yellow.
It
Sally is
doesn't.
now
I have
alert.
now I'm the barstool of alert.
You absorbed the barstool.
Look at me. I am the barstool
So our last level up, I got a feature. I have advantage on initiative rolls, and if I'm surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, I can act normally on my first turn. If I enter a rage before I do anything else. So you guys don't have the warning benefit from my barstool, but
Go ahead and we'll cast alarm.
Okay. So you guys see Ronan pull out a bit of silver wire and begin tracing his way around the camp real quick. Rest of your night passes without incident. As you guys rise in the morning, Ronan, you coming out of your trance, you see Ghost just staring intently at you.
Morning to you too, Ghost.
Good morning.
Watch me go piss on this tree as well.
I don't know. Do I have to kill you again if I do?
Probably not. Unless you're jealous. Ronnie will turn around and start walking towards the tree.
The ghost briefly raised the crossbow, then put it back down.
Gotta make my way back to camp.
All right.
Everybody else up?
Everybody else is rising up. Day starts normal. Any spell slots any of you use to return to you? All your spells or your abilities come back. All that fun stuff.
I have to roll for my crown, don't I?
Your duck crown, yes. I believe it's
Your what crown?
Shh, we weren't saying
worry
what
about
kind of crown it was.
dog crown. Seems like dogs.
Every day at dawn, roll a percentile die.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay.
X to doubt.
I'm gonna create another vial of holy water.
Okay.
This works on the day that Mike's not here. I'm gonna be so upset.
He'll be watching from home.
Is that cocked? It's on its side.
Isn't that just how dice work?
No, it's perpendicular to the table.
That's
I can't tell.
When it falls down here,
How do I find that out?
get away from the side real quick.
78. The result is less than 50, nothing happens. If it is 50 or more,
It's a D4.
all in a 1 mile radius
Yeah, okay.
around
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
come to you within the next 10 minutes.
What's the one for a highly likely area?
Hold on.
How many D4?
Highly likely?
Yeah.
What is this?
There's natural, unlikely, and extremely unlikely.
Natural.
Natural 48.
48. So you guys sit there for a little moment, and as you guys are packing up camp, you see Sally sitting almost determinedly. And as she does, as you guys are packing up camp and going around, you hear a soft noise. And by more, and more, and more. And you watch as a row of ducks come out of the trees and begin encircling her, quacking happily.
Do we smell sulfur?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
How many?
Bang,
19 ducks.
19.
They don't smell like sulfur ducks. They're very loud and annoying. They're digging through your guys' packs right now, searching for bread.
If one touches my pack, I'm just gonna grab it by the head and toss it.
As it goes flying off to the side and then joins the others.
Okay. If it is 50 or higher, all ducks in a 1 mile radius around you come to you within the next 10 minutes and follow you around until midnight.
Oh.
So you guys watch as she's just literally walking around camp, just waddling after her.
At least we have dinner.
Yeah, she can summon food now.
Ronnie's on the ground fighting the ducks.
They react like ducks. There's a few bites.
I'm gonna get out a piece of bread and start feeding the ducks. Just like throwing it down.
They get overexcited at that, the prospect of the bread.
Now, so how long have you been able to do this?
This is the first time it's worked.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Are they,
I thought Ghost would like it.
What type of
I do not like it.
What type of ducks are they?
That's what I mean.
This is.
Are they just white ducks? Are they loud?
He just all kept trying to chat. Bread is bad for ducks.
We're glad Ghost cares enough about the duck's well-being.
I thought he deposed the ducks. Apparently, the ducks.
Good rating, though.
You make good eating.
Okay. I'm just like, are you rating the ducks 5 stars?
10 out of 10. Wood duck.
They stay.
Until midnight. I have 19
They're
ducks
just
until
with
midnight.
us until we get to the camp.
Not just.
But I can use them to help me do stuff.
Fucking what?
I can speak a command word.
No,
the
you
command
cannot.
word's going to be quack.
It is
and, I can command 5 ducks at a time to help me do something, and then I can just go through all the ducks that I've summoned to help me do this thing.
Can we go back to the dreaming dark, please?
Already there. The dreaming duck, you mean?
That's it. We're done.
We win. You're done.
We win. The DM is
Slain God.
What's the net? 48. So
At most, it would have been 32.
that's what 4 times 8 is. Damn. Okay.
Quack attack.
Not as many ducks as I wanted. I wanted kind of like a
a lot of
squirrel
ducks.
roll thing where I can just summon the ducks.
You could almost crowd surf on the ducks if they were able to hold you.
You can try it.
She's a Pokemon master, just only with ducks.
Squirrel girl, but
Yeah.
duck girl
Yeah.
doesn't have as much of a ring to it.
I disagree. I don't think Squirrel Girl has any ring.
You are
Squirrel girl. It literally rhymes.
too quack. You are notorious cute. Notorious duck. Ronan is not just naming the ducks as he's like picking.
Did you say what kind of ducks they are?
Primarily, like the normal white ducks.
Okay.
Not many mallards or anything.
Henry, use Thunderquack.
Is there a variation of age or? Are they all
Oh, yeah,
kind
no,
of like-
they're pretty varied in age. A few
Okay.
are just newborn ducklings. Some are quite clearly older in the form of avian life.
Cool. I love Pinterest.
Is that where you got the item?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
She sent it to me. She was like, "Can I please have this?" Yeah,
So, CJ's Talon, as he has his glasses on, he's just watching this amazingness. These ducks just circling you. He reaches down and touches one. So, what can you have them do?
Tasks. What?
I just said blue screen.
It says I can command them to assist me in my current task.
They can help her with ability checks.
Oh, I gain advantage on my next roll within a minute.
Probably should save this.
I have to do it at dawn.
Oh.
But they're with me till midnight.
It basically
so,
just happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for every 5 ducks, though.
This conversation is also mostly shouted.
So there's 19 ducks.
Yes.
So I can do it 3 times. What about the other 4?
There's cosmetic.
You're getting 3 basic uses of advantage.
That's fair.
What happens to these ducks at midnight? Do they just disperse?
Yeah, they just go home.
Wow. And then send them back? At night?
Probably different
Sometimes.
ducks. Depends on where I am.
Okay, I was gonna say, so these ducks just come out of the woodworks. Like, what if they have to fly to us? Like, and it's more than a trip over midnight. What do we?
And it's winter and
There's a
we're
reason-
towards the north.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Since it's the beginning of the day, I'm going to prepare a spell.
He's gonna turn into a duck, and we're not gonna be able to tell which.
Find the talent amongst the ducks.
If I turn into one, then you have 20 ducks and you can use it 4 times.
I don't want to know what happens to talent after that.
I disperse and go home.
He turned into a duck, and he's forced by this crown to follow her.
The ducks leave after assisting, so they just. So if I
They
do
just
it.
leave.
Okay.
Talon just leaves the party. What happened? He turned into a duck. That was it.
You never saw him again.
I think he helped her climb a wall. I'm gonna have to try to think of ways of describing ducks assisting with different tasks.
I was having a blast with these ducks. Like,
This is probably the best day you've had in a little while.
this is the best morning I've had in a little
What's
while.
Ghost doing?
Ghost is contemplating how he can cook these ducks. And how quickly it would take for him to do so without you noticing.
I think we should make a canon that Ghost is vegan.
That's up to Mikey.
waiting for the angry Discord notification.
No.
Okay. I have a question.
All of them. All the ducks are you.
I may have an answer. I don't know at this point.
So I'm going to use a spell that uses a telepathic link. But given my Kalishtar nature, could I transfer the telepathic link to her?
One more time. I'm sorry.
So I'm a Kalishtar, I have telepathy.
Yes.
I'm using a spell, Beast Bond, to establish a telepathic link with one of these ducks. Can I transfer it to her, essentially?
Not in that regard, because the ducks aren't really communicating with her. It's more just that they want to help her, and she can kind of encourage that moment.
I speak with animals.
If she spoke with the animals in conjunction with what you're talking about, I would say yes.
Got it.
Essentially, then it would be duck cell phone is what you would be doing.
This just got really interesting.
Great.
And I'm here for it, man.
D&D.
So can I like command the ducks to do things? Like if we need something investigated, can I
can
just
certainly
send
try.
a duck to do it? Okay. Do ducks count as beasts?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool, because I have beast sense too.
You
Quack
see,
Wayne.
No, it's
see one-
Quagmire.
one duck that has a tiny cape on it now.
How many ducks have you named after superheroes? Did you make all of them little costumes?
And these 8 are called the Justice League.
Justice League. Justice Quack.
The Justice Quacks.
Just Quack League.
The
Just Quack League.
Duckstus League.
There you go.
That's what I wanted to say.
It's going to turn into something really dirty in a second.
The Quackaways. Or Runaways.
Yeah, the Quackmen.
Ah.
Human. Quackman is better.
Quackman. What'd you say? Oh,
Quack.
What's the...
Quackarine.
What is the duck's name for Marvel?
Howard the Duck.
My brain said Doug.
Okay.
I don't remember anything
It's going to be a
today.
real shame for all of you when these ducks die. Because I'm hungry.
Correction.
Fresh is better.
Are we by any trees?
You're by all of the trees.
I'm gonna pull a leaf off the nearest tree and hand it to him. Catnip.
That's not what this is.
You know what, Ghost? I'm going to ask, and I'm going to point one out. I'm going to ask this one what it thinks of you just saying that, and I'm going to cast Beast Bond on it so I can telepathically communicate with it.
Welcome to the moment where we're officially out of what I might have possibly planned for.
You said you planned for a month.
Yeah, you've known about the crown for 2 months.
I did, but I didn't know about the Beast Bond with duck powers.
Okay. It takes me 10 minutes to cast Speak with Animals. But I can do it at will. Okay.
Wait, it says casting time of 10 minutes?
Yeah. And duration is 10 minutes.
You're just holding a duck while we're walking?
I imagine that I'm holding as many of the ducks as will fit in my arms, on my shoulders, and on my head. And what he hasn't taken from me.
These can understand your telepathic messages.
Do you have enlarge reduce?
I sure do.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh,
What happens if I feed a duck the essence of rage?
and then we
So, you played Legend of
enlarge
Zelda?
it.
Hey, I would like to make a new character.
So, you know what? Let me find the video clip real quick, because I can only there's only one way I can possibly describe this.
Wait, guys.
Oh my god.
What aren't we doing at this point?
We have our ducks. We've all got our morning routine. That should.
The Lunari are literally burning right now.
We're taking a mental health morning, okay?
We're just like, seems cool.
Yeah, I can just have the ducks show us their lake and we can throw in a couple bath bombs, relax.
Sweet.
Carrots.
Oh, I know this.
Chickens.
So there's a moment where we hit the chicken too many times, this starts to occur, and they will just fly around the screen and beat the shit out of you. This is what happens if you give one of your ducks the essence of rage.
Will they scream at me?
That kind of depends on what they're mad at.
Okay.
That's how we get Quack Fulu.
Yeah, this is how you summon Quackthulu. But, yeah.
Okay.
Are you telling him what Ghost said?
First, I'm just going to say hi.
While this is happening, I'm gonna be casting Speak with Animals.
Okay. Now, as Beast Pod only lasts 10 minutes, are you going to wait for her to cast Speak with Animals first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, casting time of Speak with Animals is 10 minutes, and then it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yes, his spell also lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if he cast it before you cast yours, his would run out before yours took place, is why I'm asking.
Okay.
So, as your guys' spells simultaneously erupt, you say hello to one of the ducks. The duck stops and looks up at you. Well, hello, sir.
How are you today?
I am actually quite wonderful. This is perhaps the best day I've had in quite a long while. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great.
He's what?
What? I didn't hear it
I
either.
heard he said
missed
what,
it.
rapist?
All male ducks are.
Well, technically, yes.
That reminds me of our conversation yesterday, but...
At a certain point, you'll say something and I'm just not going to be surprised by it, but it is not this day.
We'll come back to that on break.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that. We'll explain the whole conversation, but okay.
Anyway.
So, what's your name?
My name is Sir Vaterby. It's Waterbird, but in German.
Did you look that up?
No.
Aw.
Okay. I'm Talon. I reach down.
It raises its wing.
There's a salute.
So, she summoned you, right?
She called and I came.
Wonderful. Well, this is the team.
I see. They are absolutely delightful bunch.
I feel like we're watching Talon talk, and like
This is very much Keyleth talking with a tree.
and all we hear is quack 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 quack.
Oh, you know, it's the Eliza
I
Thornberry
can
thing.
understand everything, and I'm just looking between the two of them.
He's pretty intelligent.
Ducks are great.
Well, if I do so, I am accountable for most of my brethren, if I can be so bold.
It reminds me of the goose from Aristocats.
Been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Okay.
What's the AoE on my hand mortar?
Enough.
How big is your face compared to my fist?
Smaller.
Okay.
Uncle Edgar! She said the goose, man, not the dude.
Uncle Edgar is the goose.
No, Uncle Edgar was the fucking caretaker. They tried to kill him.
Uncle Edgar was the caretaker. Because it was creme de la Edgar.
Yeah. I don't know if, look, my niece watched this movie like 20 times.
I was so
It was about 10 years
obsessed.
ago, but I remember bits and pieces.
I was going to have two white cats named Marie and Duchess.
Yeah, that was their names.
Yep.
Waldo.
Someone's on Google.
Uncle Waldo, yeah.
Please, the suspense is killing me.
I'm sorry, did we ask the ducks a question?
Yes.
Oh.
No, you guys are talking to the ducks. I just want to know what's happening with the
Oh.
ducks.
So this is the team.
They are certainly an interesting bunch of people.
We're called the Water Wigglers.
That sounds delightful. I like it when the water wiggles.
Word of advice: stay away from that one, and I'll point at Ghost.
Oh, my people have made a long habit of staying away from his kind, if I can be so bold as to say.
I would keep that habit. Anyway, so I assume you're going to accompany us to the camp?
Oh, yes, as far as I may go.
Okay.
What's the walking speed of a duck?
Takes some liberties with what this spell does. This is already far more eloquent than the duck should be. Gus has got the fork and knife thing just...
Does Ghost have opposable thumbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
How else would he fire the crossbow?
Actually, my thoughts
I'm just trying to
He has
picture
to hold it
like
between
cat paws
two paws.
plucking feathers off of a
Yeah,
duck.
they're
He gets on his back and just...
most of the animalistic races in D&D have
Okay.
humanoid hands.
That makes a lot more sense.
Because you know the Aarakocra have hands as well.
Okay. What is... Can I send them places?
We certainly try.
Okay.
Being able to talk to them helps.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, I have like 6. Giving them like the most motivational talk of all time.
You are going to be the bravest duck in the world.
You guys are pretty good.
You wouldn't happen to know the flight speed of a duck, would you?
Internet probably does.
I'm talking 0.
I want to know the walking speed of a duck. These things are following us all day. We're just going to leave
My
them behind.
feet lets everything travel at equal speed.
What?
It lets it travel at twice its normal walking speed.
Okay, so it's just a...
But the way it's phrased, it keeps up with me.
Duck.
Is that how it's phrased?
Let me find it. That's what I read it like 30 minutes ago, and that's what I took from it. But let me reread it. Whether mounted or on
There's
foot.
stats for a flame goose, a duck mage, and a fucking dire duck. I can't find fucking stats. Oh, there's stats. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
want to be a dire duck.
So all these ducks are... There's a chance that her crown
tell you
can
what.
summon them?
Remind me of it if I don't forget. If you roll 100,
I can get a dire duck?
I'll give you a dire duck.
Yes. Can I keep it indefinitely?
No.
Oh.
Ducks fly at a speed of 10 feet. What? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They walk at a speed of 10 feet, fly at a speed of 50 feet, and swim at a speed of 20 feet.
Okay, so my feet, whether mounted or on foot, your travel pace is doubled, as is the travel space of up to 10 companions.
Mm-hmm.
But they can just fly with us.
They can.
Yeah. So, as travel pace is doubled as the travel pace of up to 10 companions while they're within 60 feet of you and you're not incapacitated.
Okay, so just your travel pace is doubled. If the ducks were to
Oh,
walk,
and there's this. Okay, so does that mean that I'm going like 80 while everybody else is going 60?
everybody else is going 60 until you get more than 10, or more than whatever.
I think
30
you're just
feet.
slowing down to our speed. Our new maximum speed.
The way I would rule that as a DM is that the party's regular walking pace travel speed is doubled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duck Ghost is also going 80.
I traded out.
Good to know. All
And I
right.
have a naptic in my shirt.
He means napkin.
That's what I thought too, but I read it and I was like, you should probably see a doctor about that.
Ghost thought the Cyclopses were bad. We're going to turn these ducks into the League of Assassins.
You guys are gonna come up to Kazia.
We're going to call them the Mighty Ducks.
Hi, Kazia. I would hate to have to unleash our full power on you.
I was calling them 0 Duck 30. Thank you very much.
0 Duck 30.
I'm talking to the 6 that I believe are qualified for this group.
I'm
Okay.
finding an artificer to make a duck cannon.
Chosen your Deadpool group?
How good are your 6?
They're
I
ducks.
feel like qualified.
4. Okay.
These ducks
Are you flinching at these ducks, and if they flinch, you just...
Is this the Sir Reginald test?
both my blade out, put one under its neck, and I just put it. Take it. This duck is ready. There's no bitch in this duck.
Meanwhile, this duck is chewing on the blade.
What's that Skyrim quote?
I
when the guy,
would like to
when the
try to
redhead
send
guy
the
is
six on a
getting
mission.
beheaded.
Fly ahead to your camp.
Oh, my
See
ancestors
if
are
there's
smiling at me
anything
in real.
more
You say the same.
I can't talk to them.
I have no idea what just happened. I just heard bet from that side of the table. I'm worried.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
While he's pep talking them, DM, I would like to go to his group of the Duck Vengers and see if I can send them up to the Lunari camp to scout for us and then report back.
Go ahead and make an handling check with advantage, and you can talk to them right now.
Alright, everybody. This is our moment. This is what we've trained for. I believe in each and every one of them. Qualified.
Old deception.
I'm
I'm joking.
I really believe them.
What'd you roll?
Well,
Oh, we need.
Okay, you're able to lie to yourself.
We need our new cards for the day.
You
Oh,
do.
here's mine and Mike's.
That's ghost.
Haha.
And that's for ghost.
So I rolled a 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 10, so 18 to send the ducks to the Lunari camp to scout and report back to us.
You see Sally kneeling down and speaking to some ducks. And after a moment, in an uncharacteristically militaristic fashion, the ducks salute, turn, and then take off like in the Air Force.
Just 6 of them, his
Six of
Duck
them.
Avengers.
Yes.
I'm standing behind us. I'm so fucking proud. Yes.
Quack, quack, you sons of bitches.
Okay.
Only the big three are going to return.
Don't say that.
They do have hit points in an AC. So
Oh yeah, no, they do.
Tell me, what are those scores? I'm curious.
hit points is 1,
Yeah.
AC is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So auto. It's
It is really easy to hit a duck, evidently.
It's kind of like the beginning days of Ferb where Drake almost died in every single battle.
Kept bringing him everywhere.
What am I supposed to do?
Okay.
I don't know what was just supposed to do.
It was a lab. That's what they do.
That's true.
Are we ready to go?
Oh, yeah. Are you crying?
I'm proud of them.
For the record, a duck is able to quack as an action, a bonus action, a reaction, or a free action.
Do they have any other actions?
Can it do it more than once per turn? Is it just like a chain? Like a,
It doesn't say. It just says quack. A duck can indeed quack as an action, bonus action, reaction, or free action. Well, it says
Okay, hear me out. Dire duck that's a bard. Vicious mockery.
You may try whatever you would like. I'm not promising I won't kill it.
Quack, 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 quack.
I think that's going to be a character in the future.
So we're continuing towards camp.
Alright. As you guys continue towards the camp, and you enter into the trees, one of the ducks begins to glow a bright blue color.
Wow.
What's wrong?
Your speak with animals would have faded by this point.
Can I just, every time it fades out, spend another 10 minutes
no,
recasting
we are
it?
not doing that.
Do I have to stop to do that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't cast and move.
Wait. Kendall, can you speak to the ducks?
I know language they know, that's about it.
I know one way to speak to the ducks.
No, they need to be, they have to have a minimum of 3 intelligence.
Yes.
What's the intelligence stat of a duck?
-3.
I'm sorry, 2.
2. Positive 2?
I can speak
You
with
can't
them
have
if
a
we
negative.
want.
Okay, so they're almost there.
Real quick. Ghost. Where are Ghost hands right now? As he says, I know.
Breaking another duck's neck.
He's on like one by the time we know it. His claws are extended a little towards one of the ducks.
I will pat him.
I got a spray bottle.
I am constantly recounting ducks to make sure Ghost isn't killing or eating my ducks.
Keep coming up with a number of 13.
Cool. That's the right number.
Anybody speak with the ducks? That duck.
Sure. I will once again cast Beast Bond.
Okay.
That's another 10 minutes.
No, that one's not.
Oh,
No, it's...
It lasts for 10 minutes. It doesn't take 10 minutes of... wonder what my beast sense
You look
does.
down at the duck and you ask it why it's blue. Stops and looks up at you. Because I'm not glowing.
Only duck that's
It is the only duck.
I'd like to roll investigation or arcana on what the hell is going on.
Sure.
The fuck does a barbarian need with spells that take 10 minutes to cast?
The only spell you have.
I have 2 spells.
23.
They both take 10 minutes to
That's
cast.
glowing. You have no explanation for it.
So,
It defies most anything you know about Arcana work.
It's the King Arthur of ducks. Give it the crown.
This crown is never leaving me.
it's about to evolve.
I'm getting
Dun, dun,
I'm dying again with this crown.
What? Duck is evolving.
It's gonna be a gold duck.
Be a dire duck.
Side duck. Above table, the stat sheet I found just says the other action that the duck can take aside from quacking is glowing. For some unexplained reason, this duck glows bright blue.
That's just a normal, like, okay.
It's the first stat sheet I found for duck.
okay.
So the ducks just randomly glow.
This one particular duck randomly glows because the stat
Okay.
sheet says so.
While Tom was having this conversation, I just walk up behind.
They.
Are you okay?
I'm a duck.
Uh-huh. Yep. You're glowing.
Stick.
You're glowing. Why are you doing that?
Because I'm not doing it.
What happened to make you glow?
I do it.
So it's just a thing you do.
Yes.
Oh, great. So what'd you see?
Trees?
This isn't one of the ones that flew ahead.
Oh, it's not?
No. We sent 6 ahead and then we have 13 left.
Oh, I thought they came back and one was glowing.
No, as you guys are just walking through the trees, one of the ducks just starts glowing.
Oh, okay.
ADHD duck got bored and decided to...
Okay. Is that a thing you all do? And I'll look over the entire group.
They look at each other. You glow, do you? No.
So he's just special.
He's the chosen one.
He was the one that's supposed
See him pull out the wings a little bit.
You were supposed to bring back this. What is it?
Balance
Bring
the
balance to the
force,
force.
leave it in darkness.
That's what it was.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
There's gonna be another duck glowing red.
Anakin
They're gonna start fighting.
I'm gonna take out little mini lightsabers.
They're gonna start just smacking their beaks and it's gonna make the lightsaber sound.
Duck again, the egg is evil. From my point of view, the bread is evil. Why you are lost?
Oh shit.
I
One of the
figured.
most random fucking shit you guys have gotten yourselves into in a while.
I like their food.
Figuring out all the actions they have.
I don't know why this duck can glow blue.
Do they have a destroy our enemies action?
Nope.
Okay.
They quack and one glows.
Called it, didn't I?
Shocks.
Shock.
Okay, well, that duck's just glowing blue.
Okay.
then
What shade of
into it.
blue?
Oh, kind of a nice periwinkle.
Alan, is there anything going on? Or?
I think this is just a thing he does.
I wonder if the
I'm
duck
gonna
is casting light on himself.
Grab a dagger from and just put it in its mouth.
Duck tries to hold it.
Grab the dagger again.
Why did you do that?
Just curious on what I was gonna do.
Oh.
I started slaughtering the other ducks. And I tried the bread.
It turns to the other ducks. Master Duck, what are we doing? What are we going to do?
It picks up the knife.
Don't make me give you guys a duck companion because I'll do it.
What? I don't see why we wouldn't like that.
I will.
I'll find a way to make it bad.
Back is good.
I guess so.
I like that you're asking permission from the duck.
It might be good that he's not
The duck is
glowing.
no longer following. The duck is now your party leader.
We're just going in circles at this point.
You guys march in circles, but confidently.
We might not want to be seen. Can you, like, is there a switch, or can you, like, turn that off?
As the duck is searching for a switch, it stops glowing.
Great. So there is one. Awesome. Thank you. Getting better at this.
Where's Ghost?
Ghost is currently like scratching on a tree just to distract himself.
Ghost, buddy, you good?
I'm hungry.
Saying that a lot today. Did you eat the ration I gave you?
Not yet.
Why not?
Working on something.
What you working on?
What?
What are you?
Looking at.
Ghost,
You?
You're a scout. You should probably be up front with us.
No, I'm good from back here.
No, we need you up here.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help him?
If you... Sure.
I'm helping. I'll
Are
roll
you-
my own.
Are you...
I'm proficient in persuasion.
No, that's not why I'm asking. Are you gonna have your ducks?
Help you.
Oh.
Oh, the duck advantage.
Yeah, but then they leave.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it for this.
Exactly!
What do you mean, what's the risk? That's 5 whole ducks.
It's 5 ducks gone, bro.
It's
10.
ridiculous.
I don't even remember what we were trying to persuade.
We don't trade lives, Captain.
Ghost looks back. No, I'm very good back. I can see everything.
Okay, Ghost. Well, you know, I'll trust you to just scout, and we shouldn't have to worry about anything, right?
You have nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna huddle all the ducks up in front of me.
You're hurting the ducks?
Yeah, and I'm gonna point at them, and then point at this guy, and then flap. And point at them, and then point
Make
at
an
this
animal
guy, and
handling
then flap.
check.
Can I help her with that since I'm proficient?
These ducks mean nothing to you.
Evidently, they mean everything.
They mean everything. Go ahead.
Yes.
12.
18.
Why are you this excited? You're saving these ducks.
I like ducks, man.
Oh shit,
A lot better than
You know,
geese.
I've
Ooh,
done
geese would be
a
horrible.
lot through this campaign. And a hookah bar and ducks are so far the deepest thing DJ has connected with.
He's really close to the Cyclopses.
Yes.
But okay, that's true. Anyway, I'm so sorry. What were you guys'
18.
18?
It
12.
was good. 12.
It takes a minute to get the message across, considering they're ducks. But eventually, you see them kind of start, and they take off and begin hovering overhead. You see Ghost just.
I'm not underneath these ducks. I don't want to get duck shit on me.
Probably a good choice.
I can't help it. They essentially follow me.
You remember the, what is his name? The wizard from The Hobbit with bird shit on the side of his face?
Radagast?
Yeah, that's you.
You didn't have to bring me down like that. I was having a great time.
We're gonna go ahead and go to break there. People don't jump anywhere. We will be right back.
Hello, everybody. Adventure Dog.
Alright, so. Being led through the forest by Sally and a flock of ducks. You guys head in the direction of the Lunar camp. After roughly halfway there, you see 2 ducks flying back.
Only 2?
So
you murdered 4 ducks.
I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
The die murdered 4 ducks.
Alright.
I can't
We'll
wait.
see you in the parking
I
lot.
can't wait till the session ends. I'm outside.
I'm down to 16 ducks.
Down to 16 ducks. Wait. No, you're down to 15 ducks. She had 19.
Right. Then
And I
lost
sent
4.
6. Oh, 4. I did that math wrong.
Okay.
The die did it. I didn't do anything.
What do the ducks look like?
I will kill all of your ducks.
What do the ducks look like? Are they bloodied? Do they look like they've been attacked?
They're a little travel worn.
One has a scar across the eye, the other one has an eye patch.
Cigar sticking out of its mouth.
One of them talks in an accent now.
One has ripped abs.
I've seen some shit.
And some stuff. I don't recommend it.
When they land on the ground, I'm just gonna run up and start petting them. And where's everybody else?
They look at you.
Come on, Tony Quack and Quack Rogers. Where are they?
I'll walk up to them, cast B spawn once again.
Oh my gosh!
How many spells?
I don't know what you guys are doing. This is all
That's
on
3
me.
so far.
I'm gonna start casting Speak with Animals.
What's a water? We can hold some water.
So what happened?
The duck in a rough, just kind of flew there,
Then what?
talked to somebody,
What did they look like?
person,
Okay. Where are the other 4?
dead,
What killed them?
big cat-like thing,
What color was the big cat-like thing?
orange.
No, ours.
Not ours.
Not ours. Okay.
4 of them were killed by a big orange cat-like thing.
Ask him what's that.
They talked to a people. What did the people say?
Said hi,
And then,
asked us stuff,
what kind of stuff?
how we were doing, what was going on.
What did you say?
Said we were good. Found somebody we were following.
Okay.
How big was the cat? Was it as big as him? And I'll point to Ghost.
About that size.
Huh.
Going on.
You guys have big orange cats at your camp?
Well, we did, but I don't know if they're there anymore. They just kind of came and went.
Do they hate ducks?
I mean, whatever they get a hold of, they usually eat. But ducks don't really go around our camp very much. They kind of hang around the lake.
Is that duck glowed blue at all in our half-day travels?
Have you asked it to?
No, I'm just curious if
No.
it's just decided.
Did the people discuss anything about attacks or danger in the camp?
No.
Do you have any information to bring back to me?
Who there?
Was anything on fire?
Campfire.
Is the other duck speaking at all?
They're going. It's back and forth between the two. Ducks. They have a combined intelligence of 4. They're not very bright.
It's like the Kanku all over again.
You wanted it.
I'm gonna strap 2 ducks to a duck to each boot, and that's how I'm gonna go around from now.
There's Hermes with a gun.
These ducks are not really supposed to be used for this purpose, guys. They're just.
What is the purpose of a duck?
To assist in a check. I'm sorry, to assist in a 5th of a check.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Okay. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they knew they flew there, talked to a person. Person asked how things was going. There was a campfire there.
How many people were there?
4 of their compadres got eaten by a big orange cat-like thing.
Were there a lot of people there, or only a few?
Quite a few.
Okay. Okay.
That did not give you anything.
Well, if there was just a few, that would probably mean something happened.
Okay.
It's a little more
How high can this
reassuring.
duck count?
Count to 10.
Quack.
We're doomed.
And that's what you have leading us.
Not leading us.
I will walk up to the duck. Hey, you guys did it. I'm glad you made it. Fall back with the paddle. I'm sorry. You guys are good with me. And then I will do ducks.
Quack, quack, quack.
Good. Sorry about it.
Group of ducks is called a raft, not a huddle.
Did you know that, or did you Google that?
I knew it.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. I googled it.
Okay.
So, walking into that bush.
Possibly. It's probably safe to assume that.
Probably be better to assume that than to assume that the giant orange cats were just after ducks.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, I really just. It's out.
Seems that might be our only choice.
Okay.
Yep, thank you for your service.
The camp. I guess we would want to go stealthily.
Yeah.
Alright.
I will do my thing. Pass without a trace.
How far are we from the camp?
About an hour.
Okay.
That's without trace last 10 minutes?
An hour.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, stealth checks.
Maybe, do you want to wait until we're closer?
Yeah, I'll wait like 15 minutes as we're walking to cast it.
How far out are we?
Better part of an hour.
It's a good thing I casted that.
28. Do I need to roll for ghost?
Sure.
Oh.
18.
Alright.
That was plus 10?
Roll a 5.
28.
Okay.
21.
Alright.
Ghost.
Do I need to roll stealth for the ducks?
I did.
Okay.
That's probably why he's facepalming.
No, I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Don't hurt yourself.
It probably does not hurt that we're all shouting numbers then and then.
I've got an average of 23.
Okay.
Wow.
Stealthy ducks.
I rolled an 8 and 19.
Plus 10, I mean, that's...
Yep.
Okay, so
She's very quiet.
even that. Oh my gosh.
Randall, you look down and find one duck inside of your bag eating your rations.
I headbutt it. Sorry, wrong character.
No bullshit. Ghost rolled a 40.
What?
Ghost has never existed.
19 plus 11 plus 10.
Yeah.
So some of you are true you've ever seen Ghost.
Wow.
That sounds nice.
He just pulled a Spider-Man.
Too soon.
Spoilers.
Yep.
You guys arrive on the outskirts of the Lunar camp. See signs of life and activity.
Like military activity, or is it just right?
Make a perception check.
I would like to as well.
Okay.
I still have the glasses on.
Yep. Sienna, you and your 14 ducks are left.
10, I think. Yep, 10.
Seems organized.
How many ducks did you start with?
19. 14. I started with 19.
Mm-hmm.
I lost 4.
Mm-hmm. And then Ghost rolled a 40.
Once.
And then I rolled really low on his wisdom save.
No.
Did he just eat raw feathered duck?
He's a cat.
Quack.
It wasn't even that.
It was just somebody step on a leaf?
Monster.
So how many do you have left?
14.
14.
Oh.
I like that took a minute. Wait. Because I have to imagine that's how it went down in game as well. But he just...
It's your fault.
What's it my fault?
Because you rolled a 19.
I didn't know he was gonna disappear and eat the duck.
It's the one thing Mikey's been commenting on regularly. It felt very in character to me.
Is he still commenting about
No,
eating
not
the
at this
fucking
point.
ducks?
No, he hasn't commented on anything in a while.
What do we see? What do we see?
The movement seems organized. It's hard to tell if it's militaristic from this distance. Alan, it's hard for you to tell. You're more used to listening and hearing than seeing.
Know about this.
I'm not sure.
We don't know how many people are plugged in.
I could get closer and take a look.
Did we see him spit out that feather?
Perception check.
$14. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, good.
17.
He's swinging at a ghost and he ducks out of the way and kind of claws his way behind a tree.
Ducks are friends, not food.
It's not normally food.
Ducks are friends, not food.
I'm pretty sure we ate roasted duck at like our first in.
These ducks are friends, not food.
They look like every other duck. How can you tell?
Not that one.
I summoned them.
Went the one that turned blue. I've been keeping tabs on it.
Martin. I will not eat any more of these ducks.
Promise? That was perfect timing. Insight check.
Go ahead.
I'm not lying.
Nat 20.
The ghost is earnestly attempting to keep his word. Very hard telling a cat not to hunt something standing in front of its face.
The ducks are useful. I am now down to 2 that I can use.
It was also delicious.
There was no seasoning on it. Did you season the raw, alive duck?
There are herbs.
So in your shadows,
Just took her behind the tree.
you just ate a feathered
got
duck
salt and
and
pepper
sprinkled some salt on it?
he's just grabbing random mint and just
So
rubbing it on.
Yeah, rosemary.
You live in the mountains.
Yeah. And we cook
It's
and
still
season our
alive.
food.
That's like, what the-
There was no consent there. The duck and two managed to come here.
None of that was going down.
None of that today. I can just see how this.
Mike, you see what you miss when you don't show up to sessions?
Should not have told you about the coffee conversation.
No, that was a talk. Anyway.
Goes to
He didn't-
get closer.
He didn't eat the one that came back, did he?
He did not appear to eat Tony Quack or Quack Rogers.
So, I guess you said nothing seems in disarray. Like it just seems like everything's
There's movement. There's definitely organized movement.
okay.
It doesn't look like it was attacked.
Do I see anyone I recognize?
Kind of hard for you to tell.
Okay.
You previously had sight, would have been easier, but
Okay.
I'm gonna scry.
okay. What are you focusing on?
Okay.
Okay. So you guys watch as Ronan pulls out his golden tube and whispers some dwarven words to it, and a thick smog billows out of the tube, forming into a hard, almost mirror-like surface. And you see the form of Vulcan walking around, and now, having a much clearer image of it, you see Vulcan is not only in good condition, but is actually dressed in war garb, similar to what he wore during your visions of him. And you see him running around and giving instructions to people within the Lunari camp. Okay.
I think that speaks for itself, right?
Front door.
Front door.
We're going to walk straight into camp.
Okay. Are you still being stealthy?
No.
Okay.
We're just walking straight through the archway that leads into the camp.
As you guys walk into the large camp, now being closer, you can see several of the makeshift homes and tents that the Lunari usually stay in are being pulled down and packed up. There is somewhat more of a militaristic presence here, but it is certainly not as you saw it in your vision, Talon. You can tell whether it's just because it's been so long since the Lunari were called to action, or just whatever it's been. There's a little bit of disarray, but not nobody appears to be injured or hurt. There's more just a call to movement. As you guys approach closer, Vulcan turns around and his eyes lock on you. Like, fuck. He walks up and embraces Ronan and Talon. So glad you guys are alright.
We're trying to take the, you know, when you just take the hug, like when a parent hugs you or an aunt hugs you that you're not really close with, and you kind of just stand there and take the hug.
Like when someone says they're a hugger and then only hugs you in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have some asshole.
yeah.
Has to be brought up years later.
Yep.
Stops for a moment at that, but doesn't really appear to question it. You can tell, obviously, he's just distracted. He's got stuff going on right now. Please, come in. I'm sure you guys are exhausted.
A little bit.
Stops and looks. I see your feathered friends came from you then.
What happened to the other 4?
I have no idea.
A large orange cat ate them.
There are several tigers and lions in the woods.
Okay.
All right then. Please, we'll get something set up. Tea, bread, anybody.
Okay.
I'd like some, but I'll help you make it.
The
AIDS.
Helps me see, like I used to.
and he just kind of the snooze hit him, and he stops for a moment. You can kind of see him trying to process that information. Great. Very great. Go ahead then. He leads you in, and you can see Tamerlane already moving through the kitchen at his call, and kind of you can see her going through the process of pulling up the dough and things and waving you over. Alan will assist. Happy for you.
I'm glad.
And you see him kind of busying himself, preparing tea for everybody else. Please, sit. Honestly, I'm glad to see you all in one piece. Some of you clearly better than when you left.
Well, I don't know that I would say that, but
So there's stories to be had on both sides. Obviously, things have changed since you left. Rawlins were slaughtered and killed. Autumn, I thought, sent you a letter. Did it not reach? Well, Her Grace demanded a announcement of loyalty from the surviving lords and ladies. And the Brawlins refused, declared them enemies of the crown, had them killed.
What about you?
In what regard? Fuck no. But I am not a lord, and so she has not approached us. Absolutely not.
Glance to Talon.
At this point, Tamerlane kind of comes in with the first round of the bread prepared, which you can already smell has the wonderful walnut and imported cheeses and things kind of coming through in the baking. He's been out of his absolute fucking mind. Ever since the wedding, it's like he won't stop. He's gone at 100 ever since. It's been ridiculous. I'm sorry. I saw our children get accused of committing murder on a king who we found to be dead several hours beforehand. Little uptight. Please, tell me, what is it you guys have been up to?
I'll telepathically say to Ronan, well, so far it sounds like him. I will do so.
Ready in action. Or if one of these get up in arms.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
Start explaining.
As you describe that, he stops. Why
Rescue friends.
did you even go down? As all my instruction, the years I spent explaining everything that was wrong with that place, everything it took from us, everything we fought against, and you just walked into it. Fucking hell, you're lucky to be alive. At which point Tamerlane kind of walks over, places his hand. He's relieved that you are okay. It's incredibly foolhardy.
Heard that he
The Vulcan. Yes, I am not. It's the first I was ever heard of it. forgiving my speech, but she did a piss-poor job of keeping in control. I don't know, maybe it changed when the moon's shattered, I don't know. As long as I've ever been alive, the Dreaming Dark has been a place of death, decay, misery, and all sorts of fucked up beasts. Not enough, apparently.
Oh, let me not forget, we fought Alan's parents.
Did you?
I was there. Played the beast that was there.
Beast. What was its name?
Durnder.
Durnder, that's what.
Please, continue. Yes, we heard tales of that.
Oh. Told us there was a bounty on it. Hefty one at that.
I'm not surprised to hear it, although I admit I was not aware of it. See.
Last night, or maybe it's 2 nights ago. Bought the piss. Happened to go outside's closer inside the wild woods with another oozing creature that of sulfur.
Ever since Her Grace has taken the throne, the creatures of the other realms have gotten more powerful, and we've seen them appear as well. Survived in no small part thanks to your efforts, Talon. The banner you provided us with has been invaluable.
I assume the portal's still being guarded?
Fortunately, not entirely, no. Because the 2 guards I put in front of it vanished one night. Did our best to replace it. A distance, keep a rotating presence, but during that time, a number of creatures apparently exited the port. Yet to fully understand what happened, one of the reasons why we're hoping to move.
Move where?
Spoken to the Lord of Dark Swamps. Not only believes me when I explain that you guys did not kill the previous king, but seems he doesn't seem to be bending the knee to Her Grace that way.
You said you had 2 creatures that were guarding the portal, and they're
2 of our camp that were guarding, yes.
guarding the portal to the Dreaming Dark.
Yes.
It was in the mountains.
No, the one that's on the other side of the woods here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Portals all over the material plane, any number of places. It's one of the few we know of, other than I know that there is one in the mountains. I have to contact somebody, possibly Lord Hope, I don't know. I am truly sorry for what you had to see in there. Couldn't have been an easy.
Well, you told me they were gone and dead.
And so they were. What happens to people who die in the Dreaming Dark?
Apparently they stay alive and try and kill their children.
Yes and no.
No, go ahead.
In the Dreaming Dark?
I want to know about Ari, everything.
Does his facial expression change at all when he mentions the slurry?
It grows a little darker. But you can see some regret and some sorrow.
Where's
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
at?
He's in there with you.
How's he look when I start talking? We start talking about the Dreaming Dark.
He gets a distinct, disturbed look in his eye. See kind of the 1,000 yards. When I first encountered a creature of the Dreaming Dark, it was killing my mother. What set me against Dreaming Dark and all those that inhabit it. I spent most of my young life learning how to become a fighter. Fought against all sorts of creatures, rallied similar-minded people to my cause. Fought. Almost died. Didn't. It wasn't until I met your grandmother years later that I learned. Consider other lifestyles. Realized that maybe sending every single able-bodied man and woman to their death was not equivalent to use, ability, and talent. Despite our efforts, after I had broken apart the Solari and reformed the Lunari, there came word that a large force of the Dreaming Dark would be coming forward, and I admit, in my vision and fervor, got a little bit careless and organized what forces we had, in conjunction with a few others. I don't know exactly what happened, and I confess it has been insane. But one way or another, we were betrayed that day. Creatures there knew we would be there. It was only a matter of time before we were surrounded. A third of my forces were dead before I even knew what had happened. At that time, it was all I could do to get the rest of us out alive. We emerged back at a safe distance. Pieces, shell of a tribe that we once were. I had lost son, daughter-in-law. I was left few bits of my family that had not been given to that Dreaming Dark. And he seems truly sorrowful and in a lot of pain. It's a side of Vulcan you have never been privy to. Whenever I submitted the idea that we should change, after more than a little persuasion from Tamerlane, many of them agreed and helped form the Lunari. Few that didn't split off and went their own direction. It was the last I heard of them.
Bless you. Well, I mean, the first thing you did was scold us for even going in there in the first place. But it sounds like you would have done the same thing.
It is the truest sorrows of old age. Watch youth repeat their mistakes. I understand why I like it, because you faced while you were there, and scars that place can leave.
Technically, we didn't repeat a mistake.
That's that. I'm so sorry. Repeat the last thing you said real quick.
And knowing more of what.
The fact that you knew more is something I am grateful for. Also, the fact that you all managed to make it out. Is I want to lose more people. Especially not those I. Dreaming Dark is one of the worst planes of existence. You die, your essence is stuck there. And as needed, it is called upon to torment, twist souls that might visit. Everything about it is an attempt. That is why you saw Marcellus and Ashara, saw your parents. Sorry that I did not. I came back, started trying to keep our tribe going. Everyone knew his shame. Never tried to hide it. Never pretended that I wasn't a fool. But you didn't see that. Loved you, someone who wanted to help you and raise you. I couldn't have you look at me, see the same failure. Well, we can grab people that died in the Dreaming Dark, and I imagine as you and Alan have a closer connection with the forces that try to attack those in the material plane, specifically from the Dreaming Dark. Latched onto you, especially. Besides, not all of us didn't get attacked.
I need to.
I
moment on
gave. Was it you or Ghost the truth serum?
Ghost has it.
Okay. Not saying you have to use it, just saying that it's there.
Ghost does hold it up, though. Given everything you've seen, I'm honestly surprised you didn't do it earlier. Please.
Choose to fail the
He's
wisdom.
going to choose to fail the save.
Better find out who betrayed.
I never did. I searched for many hours, days. Our camp was more recluse afterward. I had hoped that if Talon were able to re-establish a solid connection with some of the Outer Lords, reopen that inquiry, but as it is,
Did you have anything to do with the death of the Browns?
no.
Any pains?
Considered the Brahmins my friends. I had sympathy for their history.
You had to have known at some point that we would go back there, or at least I would. I mean, why else would I go through the convergence? So why?
Because the idea that something might come tomorrow is delusionally sweet. And if I could let you be a happier man for a day, year, decade, what did the future matter?
Does it hurt you to know that the Spirit's been more honest with me than you have? It's been speaking to me, you know.
You mean it guides you?
No, it speaks to me. And at least from my party, it's been manifesting itself in an outwardly fashion as well. Did you know that would happen?
I did not. I confess there are rumors of since the moon was whole. But yes, it hurts me that I wasn't completely honest with you. It seemed like a good excuse.
I'm going to try and commune with the Spirit right then and there when he says that.
Okay. As you focus yourself, your eyes flash white. You see yourself sitting in front of almost a stage communion full of spirits.
Am I seeing just the spirits, or am I seeing the room as well as them?
At this moment, just the spirits.
How many are in there?
Seven.
I must admit, right now I don't know what to do. So, I have to ask for some of your wisdom.
As a reminder, spirit you have communicated with previously, or experienced, I should say. You have Vulcan, your father, Ithtar, which was the male who helped burn down the forest during the War of Four, Ishtar, who was a female Kelishtar that made the deal with the first head of the Avira family that you witnessed in the hall, Thraktari, female that saw her lover and child killed by a cursed child during Onozoe, It was a male that saw the prior king of Teraton failed to perform, challenged into a duel, dying in the process. And finally, Akush, who was hailed publicly as a hero for a victory that he didn't earn, life in shame. I'd like to talk to you.
I will address that question to the lot of them and see who responds.
One by one they stand. First is Thatari. Family may not be exactly as you hope it will, but you must hold on to it. Taken away. You've already suffered loss. Cause yourself more. Does love you. Next to Kosh stands up. I know what it is to live in shame and pain. I can understand the desire to hear something more. To be honest. Family sometimes see you as more than the hero or the failure you are meant to be to others. Father walks forward. Father was always certainly not infallible. Be brash, impulsive, and I was always amazed at how stupid he was. But he always talked about what happened, wanted him to vehemently the entire world. Ithtar steps up. Do what must be done. It will save your tribe to cut him away from it. So be it. Ishtar. Sometimes we must all do things that are somewhat unfavorable in order to achieve a grander result. Zoe walks forward. Ultimately, you must stand. You cannot count on anyone else to do it for you. Before finally Vulcans tell you that I deep. Whatever you choose. Spirits fade away, or you find yourself sitting in the tent.
Well, did you get all that?
I saw nothing. Your eyes flashed for a moment. Yeah, I saw a brief flash, lasted maybe a second.
Did I detect anything?
Small burst of arcane energy, but nothing that you could definitively.
Tied to anything?
You're telling me you didn't get any of that?
Here, hang on a moment. Find the scroll. See him kind of begin digging through a trunk side. Yeah. There were legends that there were legends a long time ago that when the world was in a desperate state, Kuwari spirit, the greatest Kuwari spirit, could choose a champion and show them things they needed to see from their ancestors. Best I thought it was something of an old children's tale. It's not supposed to have happened for thousands of years. Didn't experience it.
I've heard the legends, but I don't think you're getting what I'm putting down. I just talked to you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Whatever it is you're experiencing, the Kuwari spirit is different from your life's memories, if that makes sense. It's the essence of who you are.
So it's your memories.
It's my essence. Much me as I am, yet I am not it in the same.
He's still in the zone of truth.
Yes. Kuwari spirit is a guide. Yes, I don't know exactly how this legend works. But no, I didn't hear anything when your eyes flashed. It was saying that you talked to me.
I did. I have.
So they are distinct, not just force or an entity. It's people.
And they've shown themselves before. Particularly you.
Guess that's a little intimidating, but altogether surprising.
I was told that it was only the essence of people who had passed.
Our history has always suggested, but again, we haven't always had people that could really speak to their spirits.
I'm gonna go sit with this knowledge a bit. I'm sure Ronan probably has a couple more questions for you.
Oh, if there's anything you need, just...
What is your plan? What is your plan?
Sorry, things didn't expect all this. Right. To speak on a shockingly simpler scale. Moment. My plan is to move the camp to dark swamps. They'll be better shielded and seen by a friendly force. For that, I mean to gear us up, fly as much as we can, find people that might be less than inclined to bow a knee to her grace. That, take a closer look at our allies. What we have, she has. Decide if we want to put an end to her rule, or if we need to go somewhere else and build for a while. There are a few contacts I have in other countries where we could lay low for a while, as need be. You're a better one by all means. Of course.
Talon's still in the room. He's just off in a corner, coddling a duck.
After a few moments, Tamberline walks over. Doesn't say anything, just hands. As soon as we can. Proven she's not exactly willing to be kind to people that are able to resist for any length of time. Imagine being handed over to somebody else at this point who has bent their knee to her grace. Their contact with us, maybe, but never exchanged excessive amount of information. Larry was always considered relatively home. Imagine in that fucking eyesore of a castle. Yes. Now, you've spoke of what you and Talon saw. Thing happened to the rest of you.
I also
That's
have two best
from
friends that are Cyclopses. We've worked together for 20 years.
You would have.
They're on their way here, so if your people see giant Cyclopses, don't hurt them. They're my friends. And I can summon ducks.
I feel like some of this should have come up in our prior conversation, but
And I can throw dinosaurs. Not goo, though. I can't throw goo.
okay. On your end.
How do you compare to that?
Was that from the Dreaming Dark 2? Pre-existing.
And I show my mask.
Ah, I see. Wasn't aware that Lady Colwell permitted her guards to move freely. As long as you help and care for my family, consider yourself welcome.
Ghost. With the class.
See, Ghost kind of don't know that's feel like we were dealing with that.
Cards on the table.
I ate a duck earlier.
Just one?
Just one.
Insight check.
I'm not lying.
Hold on, let me do this math. I had 19.
Yes.
4 died.
Yes.
That would be 16.
No.
No. He only ate one. Okay. Never mind, no insight check.
Talk about your work.
I don't know why we have to talk about anything.
And then I look forward.
His shitty girlfriend is haunting us.
You guys need couples therapy.
Well, I can certainly understand that. Dark is not. I'm sorry? In the future, somebody has a parasite in the back of their head. I want to know about it immediately.
Because we checked, we cut.
You were thorough? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Plot
Chamberlain?
twist, it was a parasite and he just needs antibiotics.
Chamberlain, please go fetch Autumn. I'm sorry, please go fetch. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, it is Autumn, yeah. Yes. Please go fetch Autumn for a moment. You hear Vulcan subtly send a message to you. You may have to hold it down.
I'll sort of interrupt. Wasn't that the thing Dreamer Ashara was tasked to cure?
Beings like that? Yeah.
And look what happened to her. And you have Autumn doing this now?
It's different when you're dealing with it on this side of the plane. That is something akin to a fungus. Back of Ghost Skull. Oh. You're saying this aloud?
Yeah.
I'm not asking for what.
And I'll look at Vulcan, and I don't think this has ever, as far as I know, been able to be dealt with.
Moved in time. Not as of yet. Stunted. But down to a more manageable state. There have been progresses made. You're dealing with another plane that's been sparsely. Don't want to kill Ghost.
Scramble his brain.
I'm not going to scramble his brains.
Autumn is going to scramble his brain.
Autumn is not going to scramble his brains. I'm
Ghost
going to
is
hurt
gonna
him.
get
Ghost is full ready to bolt.
This is karma for eating my duck.
This is nothing like eating a fucking duck.
Fucking?
Oh!
He was raping.
I would turn around to Ghost.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no. I turn around.
What is your plan? Oh, well, that's encouraging.
Put my head out, start moving. Ghost like 2 words were said.
They know. You're letting a demon live in your friend. I will.
Shitty man.
What? No, I'm not good with him touching anything. I'm good with him not sticking a knife in my head. Not going to stick a knife. Stage of the process involves feeling and determining the base of the skull. Surgically remove them. She's not sticking a knife in his head. Number of ways. First way is to attempt a magical removal via greater restoration or something. Not then. Surgically is also an option. Merely cutting in, not his head, in the abscess fungus from the side of the skull.
There you go.
When's the last time you watched someone walk into the forest?
Are you?
And I will telepathically say to him, the suicide forest.
How many
You
years
guys
ago
have a
was?
suicide forest?
Yeah.
That's bleak.
How many years ago was the?
Hmm?
How many years ago was the attack?
Talon's 24, so 12?
12 years ago.
Well, you said you've stunted the growth of this parasite, which would mean...
Yes, the parasite itself is, and that's come from several creatures. Sort of defense mechanism of the creatures that live there.
Eventually it gets to them, though.
Grows more powerful the longer it's there. One of the reasons why I confess. Jump on that.
From what I heard, Dreamer Ashara was tasked with this very process. The parasite is infectious, which means it will infect Autumn, or possibly anyone in the room with Autumn.
Good, certainly. Why again?
It will. Dreamer Ashara was the best of the best.
I understand your point. I do. Well, you can also understand considering course of action.
What happens if he keeps the parasite?
It will eventually continue to grow, overmorph his every action, twist his mind until it is no longer. Then likely he will kill himself.
Would it make his personality better?
Quite like Ghost as he is. I don't know, Mike. Object if you're watching.
I don't think he's watching anymore. He hasn't said anything in a long time.
No, probably not.
I don't think he's watching.
He gave up when we spent 45 minutes talking about ducks.
Yeah.
We're not going much longer.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we should probably wait for him because it is his character, but...
We won't actually do anything.
No,
We
while
can't
we're at
authorize
it,
an
I'm
ice
gonna-
pick lobotomy behind his
While we're
back.
at it, I'm just gonna cut his hands off. He doesn't need those.
Get him be Claude.
I am thoroughly not in favor of any of this.
I have to say I'm not either. I'm not willing to risk his safety along with everyone else.
Trade lives, Captain.
You're right.
Like he said, this thing it's new, it's unknown, right? We have no idea what will happen. And we don't even know that it's that thing. He wasn't there.
It needs to be done by someone, but someone I think with more of a practiced hand than Autumn. Don't get me wrong. She's good, but she's not that good.
I understand. See their point. I ordered him to do the first round of checks, but you are right, she will likely not.
And risk infection to herself.
Of course. Or anyone else for that matter.
I appreciate the offer, as I'm sure the rest of the party does, but we need someone more practiced.
I appreciate I am attempting to congeal several decades. But I do.
He does need help. I mean, it's obviously going to take over his mind eventually.
I don't know that that's obvious. Again, we don't know what this is, really.
I think we do. It's just a matter of figuring out how to
You have
treat
people
it.
talk to you in your head. We don't need to get rid of those.
That's different.
You have people talk to you in your head.
Would there be something he can take to, like, treat the symptoms?
In fact, you talk to people in their heads.
There were medicinal herbs to calm the senses, but it doesn't last for long.
Okay.
Did you have something else in mind?
No, I was just wondering, you know, when you get a boo-boo, you take a healing potion, so if there was something that could kind of slow the rate of the parasite taking over.
That's essentially what Autumn was going to do if this all went down, but
Made
it also...
some progress was understanding the way these things work, but not much.
Is there somewhere we can go that would have made more progress?
Confess, I don't know. There are a few who study the more, say, abstract natures, and it is conceivable they might have done some research into this, although I confess my hopes for it would not be high. Reasons why we haven't reached out to them, aside from the fact that it's difficult to do to certain people.
Well, I know I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but me branding the sigil of the Lunari, it was bound to come up every once in a while, and I did inquire if there was anybody that had a said more practiced hand, and the only answers that I received came from the other side of the world. Not really something that I could do at the time, but
In Terratan, our two best hopes for somebody that might know something of this name would be the Underborn. I would highly advise against, or the Gaster family, rule Sapphire Shores.
Wasn't there something we didn't like about Sapphire Shores? We couldn't go there for some reason. Something happened there.
Everybody make a history check.
Natural 20.
good shit. 10.
24.
4!
You, what was you?
10.
So you two would know that Sapphire Shores, he's ruled by somewhat malformed goblin, who's taken the name of the family of the Gasters. Is also rumored to have two very large, sort of golem-like guards. But he's opened Sapphire Shores to be a place of ultimate expression and freedom. All of the strangest walks of life, those who have almost an impossible time being accepted or treated normally in society, find a home there. It's also a place that has made leaps and bounds of the area of science and mathematics. So those who wish to study things that are most unusual flock there. The Underborn, which you would also know this due to Oaken's warnings with the place, are those who delve into the oldest and most forbidden magics in the world. They are a highly mysterious house, claiming to have the same ruler for, let me find out so I don't misquote.
I think it was like 900 and something years, wasn't it?
A very long time.
So they're North Korea?
Wow.
Kim Jong Underborn.
Yeah.
They have existed since the 1100s, at least. It is currently the year 2693.
So what? 1,500 years.
Yeah. The ruler claims to have been around for 1,500 years.
Getting to that.
Okay. The civilization has been around
Okay.
that long.
The family.
The
has
family.
been around.
I thought you meant the ruler. I was gonna say, fuck, he's past elf life. He's on some new shit.
Yeah.
But nobody knows exactly what started their family or who the original lord was. The current lord, Lord Edgard, claims to have been the first lord of the family. And much of the Underborn backs up his claim. So he claims to be the original lord from the 1100s. Although very few outside of the family believe it. They do not release a family list or even a family tree. And for some reason that no one's fully aware of, it is impossible to map out their kingdom.
Sounds like a cult.
Very much so. In fact, many of you saw members of the Underborn family at the wedding. They typically wear very light, long. Actually, I have pictures. I don't know why I'm talking when I have pictures.
So we have to.
His
Ghost
body,
is
his
firmly
choice.
against everything.
His body, his choice.
Ghost is firmly against it.
But if we have to go to Sapphire Shores, we need to travel through.
Most of the Underborn family.
But
Like a cult formed by Raven.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of want to check that shit out.
Jesus, I would join that. Look at that. Look at those robes.
Your hands aren't big enough.
I'll get really thick gloves. Oh, O.J.
And
Simpson it.
their current lord. Probably.
Who looks like Kovu from Lion King 2 turned into a human.
Yeah.
You made a lot of weirdo people streams on that description.
So
A lot of furries just popped off in chat.
Sapphire Shores.
Mike. He's our only person watching, so he's the only furry.
We
Oh no, they came when they heard COVID.
should stop back.
Well, we'll have to make sure if we leave before Tagnak and Akbar get here that we look for them while we're there. Oh yeah.
And I think
You guys want to like go to my village and try to investigate the... Well, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it went so well for the first one.
What?
Not you.
There was a Goliath before me?
Yeah, you arm wrestled him and got your ass kicked.
Oh yeah, yeah. 1 out of 3.
Okay.
Second time now. Third time now.
7 and 5.
7.
I mean, yeah, we can do that.
It's on our way anyway.
Where are the? Oh, where?
Broken.
The broken. Ah, fucking course.
But that's... So are we going to visit the cult? I thought we didn't want to visit the cult.
Oh, so either way, we have to go
Wait.
to Kragnock.
Well, we should probably go up, over, and then down.
Where on the Kragnock Range is my village?
It is...
I'm going to really have to roll up those more details to the backstory if we're going to start getting into mine.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They're in my head. I just never log on to D&D. I'm down there. Okay. I say we go through the Kragnock Range, find Tagnak and Akbar. We're in the Wildwoods right now?
Yep.
Okay.
We go south.
Find Tagnak and Akbar,
Southeast.
and then go to the Sapphire Shores. If the Sapphire Shores can't help us, then we go to the Broken.
Okay.
I feel like there was somewhere else on this planet that we could.
Didn't we have a task that, like, on this side of the Togknock range, other than going to the Lunari camp?
Well, the tower's been expanding its borders.
Where's the tower?
All the way down here.
No, we have to go to the Lost Island to investigate the grave.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
Land
that,
went
too.
missing.
Yeah, there's something I need to do up there too.
Yeah, that's for you. I have it written down right here.
So it's kind of like in a star all over the fucking place because we have to go there, then we have to go there, then we have to go there, then we have to go there.
Okay, so here's what I think we should do. At southwest of Crognac Range. Right?
That's just because you want
Yeah, I have a few things I need to do at the Lost Islands.
And then we hit the village, her village, figure out what happened, find the motherfuckers and kill them. Shores. What they can do. If they can't do anything, from Sapphire Shores out to the Broken. If the Broken can't do anything, then we're just shit out of luck and Ghost is going to die eventually from suicidal thoughts.
Or talking too much.
And then we'll just have to haul it all up to the Lost Islands. We'll go to the Lost Islands, figure that shit out, and then we'll take a boat down to the tower and
Why are we going to the Lost Islands?
we'll deal with that shit.
I need to go there.
Okay, someone write that whole task list down
I already have it down.
in chronological order of what we need to do, priority order.
So the DM was peeing and couldn't hear anything.
P and DM.
P and DM. You know, we could not go to Sapphire Shores too. That's always an option.
Why?
It's so far out of the way. We don't know if anything useful is there.
They have uninhabitable or unknown magical potential. Yeah, no, science lab. I would like to see.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good reason not to go there.
No, I feel like that's a great reason to go there. They can even have a new crossbow for you.
You said that they were ruled by some weird freaky goblin thing. You want to go and find more goblins?
Maybe. And if they do,
What goblins do you know that don't want... We had this conversation already about how goblins were not that bad. We were wrong.
We met a goblin that didn't like fighting.
No, we met a goblin that wanted us to kill something.
Yeah, and he wasn't the one doing the fighting.
He ran away.
Yeah, that's not fighting.
why don't we take the night, sleep on it? We'll hit the Crognac range, go to her village, shoot up to the Broken, leave the Broken, haul our ass to the Lost Islands.
You're going to go into the Broken.
Thunderborn, yeah.
Have so eloquently demonstrated.
Grab some if you want.
I cannot stop you. You'll be allowed to make your own choices. I cannot advise against that heavily enough.
Huh? Oh, over there, by the microwave, or under the microwave.
We've also kind of got our shit together a little bit more than you did or do.
This is true. We're a well-oiled machine. Well-oiled? No, we're well.
I summoned ducks.
Yes, you do.
Man, that really
When it comes to forces against the Dreaming Dark, yes, the Underborn are an entirely different creature, and that's nothing compared to the rumors that are coming out of that place now.
If you lived our lives based on what we would never get anywhere. Maybe the Underborn aren't as bad as the rumors. Because if you listen closely enough, there are rumors that the Grace is doing great things.
Yes, there were also rumors before she got married that she was hoodwinking the king. Maybe those should have been given credence.
So there it is. So we can't always go based off of rumors. This is something we have to do.
Have to. These... Fuck's sake, use caution.
That's our middle names. Caution. Use caution.
I don't say this as manipulation. I say this honestly. As much of a play as I'm capable of making. Please don't make me better.
That was a good chapter.
Not encouraging.
Sorry.
Have to go. Do you really no other choice but to go to that land? Cold fucks. Hey. Please exhaust what other options might exist first. I want to help Ghost as badly as you.
Well, as you know,
For my caution.
We're on a bit of a timetable. Before that thing eats a hole in his head.
There are other things to settle to. What you feel is right. I support you in it. I would be remiss if I didn't try to at the feeblings of an old man. Aside from your personal plans, there are other things to consider. We will continue gathering what forces we can, but I need to know what you guys think the right course of action is. Gardens to Her Grace. Well, that's certainly a statement. You feel similarly?
Preferably in front of the crowd.
Like a broken record? Be careful. She already managed to hoodwink a great number of people into believing you slayed the king. She clearly has some abilities.
And I want everybody to know that I slayed the queen. That we
Maybe
slayed the queen.
preservation before egotism.
But that's down the road.
Right, but I just need to know because if we're going to start building, time. Are there any allies you've met or made that might be able to help us?
I got a couple of cyclopses.
You know what? That's hardly the weirdest thing I've heard. So, actually, that might be. Look, you can trust them.
Yeah, they're great.
They are fantastic.
Okay. It would certainly come in useful.
Just make sure if you leave them somewhere that you feed them.
Above table, what was the thing that the last huge monster thing they had us, or helped us take down?
Spirit Naga.
The what?
Spirit Naga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed a spirit naga. They used a little by hand to shoot.
It wasn't Spirit Naga, it was...
It was a giant five-headed snake.
Yeah, it had a name.
I don't remember.
Starts with an A. Amalgam?
I think that's pretty close. But what I was asking is I'll pipe up his talent and say, yeah, they helped us kill that amalgam.
And they helped us get out of the Dreaming Dark.
That too.
Is it Lord Evier
Uh-huh.
that we did a favor for?
We killed it, and then he kind of took credit.
Yeah, he kind of took credit. You guys really, if you killed him for anything, it was for the town or William Hart.
So we could probably get a few soldiers from it.
William, I spoke to briefly. He seemed to be a good man. Michael Riverwood. He's alive.
I'll look at the group. Maybe. Why?
I'm surprised. I thought he was dead. Queen put out a message saying he was dead, that all the Riverwood... She couldn't assume the throne if he were alive.
It's probably why he's keeping it a secret.
No, you don't understand. If he's alive, he has a rightful claim to the throne.
He needs the force to be able to take it, though.
He does. I understand. But the anyone who does not support the Queen, doesn't even like what the Queen did, even if they openly support her, would be drawn to Michael's cause if he were to raise a flag.
Why don't we? We're going over to the Dark Swamps, right?
Yes.
Dark.
Yes. Yes, Willem.
You have to go back to the crowd. Her village. Up by Evier Hall.
I might be able to send some Goliaths this way. Some of our fighters.
That could definitely help. Would they be willing to fight themselves?
Like Goliaths fight other Goliaths?
No, fight Her Grace's forces when the time comes.
I will talk to them.
Appreciate it. Perhaps we could expect some sort of deal with them as well.
Alliance. We'll go to Michael and William. Then go over to A, Sapphire Shores, B, the Broken. whichever one seems a little more diligent. After that, we go to the Lost Islands. We leave the Lost Islands, we take a boat, we stop back by the Dark Swamps, see what you formulated, and then we march on the tower.
The way you said all of that is like how the plot in the joking zombie movie.
Zombieland?
Zombieland.
No, the one with the yarp guy.
Hot Fuzz? Oh, Yarp Guy. Oh,
Sean Penn, the zombie movie.
Either way,
Okay, sorry.
that's the plan. Does that sound like a different plan?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes. Did you write that down so that we don't forget?
I haven't forgotten it down there.
Okay.
We were in the Kragnak Range when we asked about Kazuya. He said he was north, yes?
They said he was what?
He was north of us.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kazuya's at the Broken?
Fuck.
Maybe. It's supposed to be weird magical bullshit, yes? And they said that whenever the cursed children died, he gave them to the Broken.
Fuck.
Maybe we don't go to the Broken.
Yeah, maybe we stay far away from there.
Okay.
Unless you're prepared to...
Well, we're not going to fix your head if you're,
I'm just saying that there's
That's not gonna
potentially
get-
two solutions there.
Actually, maybe even a third.
What's the third? Let me rephrase. Two problems that could be solved by going to the Broken.
Do you have a third problem existing in the Broken?
I don't know. Where's your girlfriend? Because she keeps coming up.
You keep bringing her up.
It was very disturbing.
You've brought her up more than anybody else in this party has brought her up.
Yes.
He's jealous. Oh shit.
I could ask odds for it.
And you think he would give you one? Didn't he threaten to slice you open last time you talked?
Right. With my blade. Which wasn't intrigued by that.
So you just have a death wish.
Not on bad terms. But he fans and find out.
So are you wanting to go to the Broken instead of the Sapphire Shores now?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I'd rather go to the Sapphire Shores.
Yeah, I think we give that as why the birth is...
If we have sitting on a fountain of
Who the fuck knows what?
tap anything. Parasite.
If that's what it is. We don't know
We
anything.
don't know what it is.
Exactly.
It seems like it's
I think we're talking to the parasite right now.
I feel like giving this guy that we kind of need to kill eventually full power over Ghost's brain is not exactly wise.
Oh no, yeah.
I just think in general maybe we don't piss him off.
Yeah.
He sounds like he came pissed off. Default setting.
I forget, did Vulcan know Kazuya?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kazuya was always... a lot.
Okay. Let's get some rest.
Do we have an estimation of how long it would take the Cyclopses to get there? Okay.
All right. So as you guys all end up finding a place to sleep for the night, getting food, whatever reparations you may need, we'll go ahead and close our session out there for the week. So, man, that session was a fucking roller coaster.
My ducks go away at
Oozes and
midnight.
ducks.
You got ducks.
Mucks, ducks, and bit of luck. That's the title this week. Alright, well, that was absolutely ridiculous, but thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.